Family, we told them that it was going to be a Black American summer. We told them that it was all eyes on us. We told them it was going to get hot. And we told them that all the culture vultures, the culture stealers, the culture jackers was about to come to an end. It's not our fault if they didn't believe us. It's not our fault if we shining. It's not our fault that they hurt right now. So if you see some Tether tears, it's all good. If you see some Tethers crying, it's all good. If you see some Tether track stars with some track shoes on, you know it's all good. That just means that foundational Black Americans are out here putting in work, and all of these people have officially been served, and they have all been officially microphone checked. Certified Black Society, FBA, boss up. Let's go.
Kid, what y'all think? If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
That part. What's up, family? Certified Black Society, Black Alpha Network, Black American Summer, all in the building. They know what time it is. Boss up. Yeah, we told them. They ain't got to listen, though. They ain't got to listen. All we do as foundational Black Americans is we drop receipts. If they get microphone checked in the process, that's their fault. If they get G checked in the process, that's their fault. If they get regulated in the process, that's their fault because we standing on business. How y'all doing, though? Before we go any further, let's go ahead and do what we always do because we ain't going to mess up tradition. This is an FBA thing. It's written all over the place. They know. Where y'all at right now? I need to see the whole family. I need to know your city. I need to know your town. I want to know where your microphone check went on. I want to know where you was microphone checking people. Was it on the East Coast? If it was on the East Coast, certified salute. Was it on the West Coast? If it was on the West Coast, certified salute. The Midwest, down south, wherever you are, this is a Black American Summer, foundational Black American sponsored, foundational Black American led, and foundational Black American dominated. That's what it is. Roll call. It's always FBA against the world. So if you claim that you created hip hop, if you claim you created R&B or rock and roll or jazz or country, you can officially bow down. That's the only way. All day. What we got in the building, y'all? Let's see. I love them straight up fast starts. Let's see. Houston in the place. I see you, Houston. Yes, indeed. Virginia. I see Virginia. Yes, indeed. All the way. I see Florida's in the building. Florida always in the building. I see South Carolina in the building. SC's always in the building. Chicago, Atlanta, just in Atlanta. Denver, Colorado. It's all good. The Bay is in the building. Miami's in the building. Maryland's in the building. Come on, y'all. You know I say this on every episode. What happens when you put a bunch of foundational Black Americans in the same damn place at the same damn time, putting out our energy, we win. And that's all we doing. Y'all know on the Black Alpha Network, this ain't no place where we run around here talking about what we needs to do. And we needs to do better. Ain't no needs to do better. Let's just continue doing what we do. And we already winning. Fam, if we weren't winning, we wouldn't be here. So if you ever need confirmation of how great we are, how exceptional we are, you got all the receipts. And damn, did the receipts come down this weekend. Did the receipts come down this weekend? Certified salute to all y'all. Yeah, all day. California, all the way across the board. I see you. Delaware's in the building. Yes, indeed. I see y'all. Louisville, Kentucky, home of the great Muhammad Ali in the building. Yes, indeed. This is what we talking about. I see you, Iron Will. Certified salute. Let's go. North Carolina in the place. Family, did it go down this weekend? Did it go down this week? I mean, was there some microphone checking? Did all the tethers put on their tether track shoes? Did they start jumping over hurdles and obstacles? Are they tethering back home? Are they afraid? Have y'all been on social media? Have y'all been watching what's going on? Have y'all seen the effects? Family, it's a wrap. This is what we talk about in this generation. This is not the old days. You do not say things about us and not get regulated. You're not talking crazy about our lineage. I don't give a damn who you are, all right? If you're Flab Joe, ain't happening. If you Busta Rhymes, it ain't happening. If you Dr. Cologne, it ain't happening. Whoever you are, no matter where you from, if you talking dirt down on our lineage, you're going to have to see us. And when we see you, we gonna boss up. And when we boss up, you're gonna get microphone checked. And it's evidently clear that when we microphone check these people, they get to running back in place. Fat Joe right now is blocking everybody with FBA. If you got FBA, he blocking. Now it's funny because you say that you co-created hip hop, but yet you running from the truth. We don't run. See, are y'all shocked that a Tether is running? Ain't that what they do? They get to running all over the place. They having Tether temper tantrums. They had Tether tears, and I said it before, they got Tether track shoes. This is what they do. One thing a Tether gonna do, we know they can't build nothing. We know they can't stand on business. They can't stand on lineage. So we know they can't get anything popping. But I tell you what, don't ever race with a Tether. Don't you ever race with a Tether, because I'm going to tell you right now, they gone. They know how to run. They know how to run. They may not know how to walk, talk. They may not know how to build anything, stand on business, stay in the place that you came from, loyal to the soil. Nope, they may not be able to do that at all. But I'm going to tell you right now, you get to racing with a Tether, gone fast, because that's what they're doing. They're running from us right now. They running right now. My big brother, Tariq Nasheed, certified salute. We knew microphone check was going to be one. We knew it was going down. You seen the brothers and sisters all throughout the country. Have you seen the pictures? It wasn't just about the receipts, and the receipts were stacked left and right. They took it all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Completely undebatable. But it's not just that, family. It's the love and it's the energy that brothers and sisters was putting out there. Brothers and sisters was bringing everybody. They was bringing their family. They had kids there, grandmas. They was going on dinner dates. I mean, the brothers and sisters was really standing on business, and we were standing together. Not too bad for a lineage that they always trying to say, we can't get along. We can't do nothing. Black Americans always scrapping. It ain't happening. I'm telling you, it's a different time. It's a different generation. It's a different era. We are standing on certified business unlike ever before, and these tethers don't know what to do about it, y'all. They wanted us to bow down. They wanted us to fold. They wanted us to fall, but they ain't. They ain't. So I got to send the biggest certified salute to the whole FBA family. I don't care where you were at. Where'd y'all watch the movie at? And let me ask everybody. New York? I see New York. I know that the screening in New York was crazy. I seen that. Denver, I heard, was real good. I seen Chicago was holding it down. All throughout the West Coast, I know it was crazy. Where'd y'all watch the movie at? And then where'd y'all go? What family member did you bring with you? Did you go dolo? Did you bring your people with you? How y'all do it? Because I want to know, because this is what we got to do. We're going to do the same thing here in about 2.5, almost 3 weeks in Washington, D.C. I told you it's a Black American summer. How long I've been saying, fam, I was saying this in the winter. I told everybody 2024 is going to be the year that changes everything. And you already see it. We out here showing all of our energy. We out here showing all of our style. We came dressed. That looked like we was at the goddamn Grammy Awards. Brothers and sisters was clean. LA, yes indeed. You Washington, D.C.? Okay, all day. Chicago, yeah. Look at this. Look at this love right here. Look at the chat right now. Look at all the love. It's not just about us saying we want reparations. We want an anti-Black hate crime bill. It's about us going out there and sticking together. We've always been a family. This is what we're doing. That's what I'm saying. NYC, the screening was great. Okay, much respect, April. Certified salute. New Orleans, okay, you went with your husband. Certified salute. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. We gonna remember this. Write it down. We got them against the ropes. If you want to go and find people hating on us, you go 2 steps outside your house and find it. It's time we celebrate our goddamn selves. It's time that we start popping our own goddamn collar. Everybody want to come at us, be funny style, hate, steal, tether. It's time that we start dishing that energy back. You know, they want to come at us. They want to give it. Let's go ahead and make them receive it. This is the type of time we on. I'm loving it right now. Yes, brother. They not like FBA. They not like FBA. Never have, never will be. That's just the type of time we on. It was beautiful. I was in Atlanta. I went to the Tar Theater in Atlanta. And I'm telling you right now, it's beautiful. Certified salute to everybody. I don't know if you met me. If you met me there, let me know. But I met a lot of brothers and sisters. I was walking in there, brother. Black Alpha, what up? Certified salute. I was hearing the certified salutes. I'm turning around. Certified. There were so many certifieds in there. It was beautiful to sit here and chop it up with y'all and then go see y'all. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing to see everybody. I met so many people and we was holding it down together. It was much love, man, much energy. And that's what we was doing. You feel me? It was nothing but a lot of good foundational Black American brothers and sisters. It was good foundational Black American family. You know, that family energy was like a reunion. Aren't we the only lineage, y'all, that can really shut the country down? You know why we can shut the country down? Because we built the country up. You feel me? These other people can't shut it down. Nah, y'all remember January 6th, right? The little insurrection? They didn't shut nothing down. They was looking like fools, right? we will shut this thing down, and we'll do it with style. We're the only people who can go out there, stand on business, and all be together. We're the only ones who can do that. We are the only ones. When foundational Black Americans show up, we show out. We come clean. Brothers and sisters was in there fly. Real good looking brothers and sisters. We some beautiful ass people. Let's say this, okay? There's a lot of things you can say about FBA, okay? But one thing is, can't nobody see us when it comes to fashion. Can't nobody see us when it comes to creativity. And can't nobody see us when it comes to camaraderie. We was in there thick. And it was good meeting everybody, man. This is what it was. It was a lot of energy. There was nothing bad at all. It was good brothers and sisters. There was a few, you know what I'm saying, dingy ass, clown, bum ass dudes. But, you know, they got to raise their hand before they talk. Anytime in between time, brush your teeth when you talk to us and sit your ass down. Anything other than the bums, we were standing on business, and we gonna always stand on business. That's how we do. Nobody mess up what we create. Nobody stop what we do. Nobody get in the way of greatness. Not at all. So for all the people who were standing on business and all the people that were showing love, you get the biggest certified salute to me. And I'm going to give that right on back to y'all, because this is the way we do things. And anybody who's a bum, who's a loser, ain't about their business, couldn't rub two pennies together, they asses can sit down and stay down, lay down, partner, that part. But this is some of the pictures I want to show to everybody. This is what I want to show. This is what I want to show, family. We was out there. We was grinding. We was grinding real good out there in the streets. We was holding it down the FBA way. You know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing. That's a gentleman I know and a real pretty lady I know. You know what I'm saying? And we was out there, you know, coming through, just representing for the lineage. You know what I'm saying? We had a little bit of Ohio / Georgia / Brooklyn mix. That was pretty good. We was out there shining, and it was just good to be out there with the family. This ain't just about the internet, y'all. It ain't about just sitting here and talking, man. It's about us really being together. None of this means anything if we don't stand together, y'all. None of this means anything if we ain't out there together, face to face, eye to eye. The days of people just sitting on the internet and talking about the problems, them days are done. It's days that we go out there and we change the world as a family. This is what it is. It's the FBA family tree. Y'all know I'm not going to sit here and talk about certified Black society, and I ain't going to see no damn certified. Now, I ain't going to sit here and talk about no damn FBA family tree, and I don't see no damn FBAs. Nah, that ain't happening now. So we going to go out there and we going to stand on some business, and we going to do it together. It's what it's all about. So when they running right now, yes, indeed. Yeah, you're right, Gene. Yes, I told them. Alpha said, brush your teeth and sit your ass down. They can brush their teeth and they can sit their ass down if they wasn't standing on certified business. Anybody other than that, we Gucci on this side. We winning. Everybody who's losing, they going to stay losing. So that was us out there, man. FBA love, FBA power couple, FBA, first couple, everybody, and everybody who came with their people. We all went together. No person is above anybody else on this side. Our family tree is good, man. This is what it's all about. Our family tree sticks together. I don't know about anybody else out there in the world, but that's one thing about foundational Black Americans, man. And these pictures, we're going to remember them forever, y'all. We're going to remember them forever. There's not going to be a time where we don't remember being next to each other. We're going to always remember this, y'all. We're going to always, don't get it twisted, man. Every single one of us, we're going to remember everything that we did as a family. These days are to be cherished. I know sometimes it get hard out here. Y'all know I got to start off on some inspirational stuff. That's how we get in. But trust me, there's going to be a whole lot of regulating going on here in about 5 minutes, okay? But this is what it's about. It's about us standing together as a lineage. It's about us standing together as brethren and just letting the whole world know, man, that if we're going to do this, we're going to do this together. We're going to do this together. We're not going to let anybody get in our way. We're going to make sure that we represent to the fullest at all times. At all times. This is what it is. Yes, you're right, sister. FBA forever. It's all about the love right here. And I'm just showing y'all some of the pictures and some of the good brothers and sisters that I met. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we was out there shining, man, standing, and we was looking all like new money, man. It's a good brother I met out there, man. It was real good to see this brother, man, came up. Hey, Black Alpha. I'm like, what's up? You know one thing about us, man, when we meet each other, it's like we've been to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's never no stuff like where it's odd. Anybody who got odd energy, we recognize them, and then we get them quickly out the paint. You feel me? Anybody who's coming on that fake energy, that no good energy, we see them. We see them, and they know better. They know better to come around us. So that's one thing we was doing. We could sense the camaraderie and the love. We could sense the passion. It was just something that we was doing as FBAs, man. This is what we are. It's who we are. It's how we built. Right here. This is more out there. This is my good brother right here. This is my brother Duddy. Real solid brother from the Bronx. So this FBA lineage movement in this movie was very special. That's a good brother. Certified salute if you're watching, brother. Certified, man. I remember what you told me too, man. That's a good brother, man. So it's literally being out there and meeting everybody. That's what it was, man. It felt like we was meeting the family. So one love to everybody. We're not going to stop. We're going to continue to put in that work, man. It was good seeing my folks from all across the country. I know for a fact in Atlanta, we had brothers and sisters from North Carolina. I seen South Carolina. I seen Tennessee there. I'm talking about completely represented. We was represented, pretty much the whole Southeast was there. I seen in New York, they had everybody there. So New York wasn't really just about brothers and sisters who were from New York. There was a lot of people who were not from New York that was there. So that's what made it even more powerful and more strong. I'm trying to show y'all a couple more pictures that we got of the family all intact. But it don't matter, man. We were standing together, man. So let's make it good. Yes, FBA holding it down from Jacksonville. I see you, I see you, I see you. Jacksonville all day, every day. Can't wait to see Jacksonville here soon. But this right there, y'all, this is what it's about. It's microphone check time. It's microphone check. The older generations, fam, did not gatekeep. The older generations did not put that flag in the ground and let everybody know that you're not going to cosplay us. How in the hell in 2020 anything are people literally out here trying to tell us they created what we created? That ain't how it worked. That is not how it worked. We ain't going for that, y'all. Hell no. That ain't how it's going to be. So these people running around here, Fat Joe, nah, it ain't happening, y'all. Busta Rhymes, it ain't happening. And you know, a lot of these folks done got their karma. Karma done came down. You feel me? It's not just us talking about how great we are. It's also us showing receipts on how great we are. Fam, have you seen just in the last 48 hours some of the responses? It only comes from people who are down bad. Right here, this is another good one right here I want to show y'all before we go any further. This is my good brothers I met right there. I'd be remiss if I didn't show this picture right here. So this is a certified salute to y'all brothers, man. So much love. I appreciate everybody who pulled me over and was like, hey, Alpha, what's up, man? Good to meet you. And we was talking, man. So certified salute, man. I'm a people person, people's champ, voice of the people, and we're going to always be that way, man. So if you see me, let's chop it up. Let's talk. Let's go to work. But now, as we sit here, and we done already popped our collar 100 times. We done already showed everybody how great we are. We done already made it crystal clear. Who built this country? FBA. Who maintained and sustained this country? FBA. Who born and raised in this country? FBA. Who are they scared of? FBA. Who they don't want no smoke, no problems with? FBA. These people talk all this stuff about our culture, but they don't really like when we step to the plate. I want y'all to notice the term, y'all. It's microphone checked, meaning you got your ass checked. In the foundational Black American lineage and our culture, check don't just mean an actual check. Check means you done got straightened out. You done got put in your place. You ain't gonna pull that no more. What we creating right now is so the next generation ain't gonna have to deal with a Flab Joe or a Busta Rhymes, okay? Understand that. What we doing here today, we making it clear that anybody who comes and starts trying to speak on our lineage, they gonna have some serious issues and they just gonna hit a U-turn. It's gonna get to the point, y'all, when the next person shows up and they say, I'm going to say that I created FBA culture. They going to really see how we stand on business. And then they going to say, no, never mind. I go back home. I go back. I don't want no problems with FBA. That's what it's going to be next. Yeah, they're going to start hitting U-turn. They running now. They running now. We got them running. A movie that came out this weekend and these folks is already boarding the next flight. They trying to get on a boat. They trying to swim back home. So what you think going to happen when all 50 million of us stand on business? All right, it's gonna go further. 50 million of us is like 50 trillion to the world. That's how we get down. And they know they better get the running back because FBA in the building in the place. Don't believe me? Then watch this. Let's talk about some of these people who've been saying this nonsense about foundational Black Americans, and let's look where their life is today. Let's talk about since we started gatekeeping, since we started regulating. Let's go down the list, and I'm going to show you how people's lives turn out when they come against FBA. We want to go there. They want the smoke. Then let's start it off right. This is what happens when you got smoke for foundational Black Americans. That dude right there has been talking all types of recklessness against our lineage. He been running, never said this back in the 90s, never talked about anything. Now, all of a sudden, this guy's running around here trying to say that he created hip-hop, co-created this, that, and the other thing. This dude out here trying to get an FBA makeover, all right? This man is out here right now literally getting every single thing he touches canceled. Y'all remember the Blockbuster tour that he was supposed to go on? Y'all remember that, right? Yeah, what happened to the Blockbuster tour? Let me tell you what happened to the Blockbuster tour. The Blockbuster tour got fired on his day off. All right, that stuff got canceled before it started. How you get something canceled before it gets started? And then the same Busta Rhymes who was telling everybody that hip hop started in Jamaica, y'all remember that? Remember, he said we get all our code. We're going to quote him. We're going to quote him. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take what you said and we're going to put it on the line. Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes said that hip-hop started in Jamaica. He said we don't have a culture. Why he came here and milked everything from the way he raps all the way to his name from us. Remember, Busta Rhymes comes from a Black American man. So you stole everything from my culture. Then you disrespected my culture. Didn't say nothing when Tupac was still around. Oh no, wasn't talking all this. Y'all ain't got no culture until you started seeing these little young rappers because you old. You didn't talk it back then. Now you do. But guess what? Certified's gonna get you. And this is what done happened. So he done ran all the way back to Jamaica. He said that he was gonna go ahead and put on a concert in Jamaica. He was gonna be on the Sashi Festival in Jamaica. And then on the way there, something bad happened. On the way there, we find out that Busta, without the rhymes, he done got that canceled. Damn, Busta, you done got canceled in North America. Now you getting your stuff canceled in Jamaica. How come the Jamaicans,
the blessings don't stop? So
how come the Jamaicans ain't building with you? How come the Jamaicans who you claim created hip hop ain't building with you or coming to your festivals? You know why? Because y'all tethers is all shook up and foundational Black Americans are the reason. Y'all watch this and enjoy this. Busta Rhymes explains why he wasn't at the Sashi show in Jamaica. Translation, Busta got his stuff canceled in America. Then he tried to run to Jamaica and he found out that Jamaicans didn't create hip hop. He found out that Jamaicans ain't create rap. He found out that Jamaicans ain't sticking up for him neither. So it seems like he is officially racially homeless. G-check.
Yes, y'all. More love, more life, more blessings on top of blessings, because the blessings don't stop, so we ain't never going to stop. I just want to say this real quick. All of my beautiful people in Jamaica, want to big up on herself. I unfortunately will not be at Sashi this particular day, which I was supposed to be performing. But you got to understand, we are in the music business. And if we are doing business, the business needs to be done properly. We got families to feed, we got staff to pay, bills to pay. But don't feel no way, because I ain't going nowhere. So just know we're going to come back and we're going to do it better, bigger. And we going to...
Stop. Wait a minute. Y'all know when somebody talking and you can tell they lying? You know when somebody talking and he don't look like he believes himself? Do he look like he believes himself right now? He talking vague as hell. Well, the business ain't right because it ain't there because we are doing this. We know it's the music business. It's a music festival. How come you ain't there, Busta? Tell the world the real reason. How come you ain't at the festival? Family, they built this festival up like it was supposed to be his homecoming. They said this was a Busta Rhymes homecoming event. Out of nowhere, his ass is saying, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to be there. Nah, look how he's being real vague. He don't look like he got that same energy. Remember the energy he had when he was saying we didn't have a culture? Remember how bold he was talking then? Is he talking like that now? Is he talking like he really, really means what he's saying? Nah, I don't see all that when he was disrespecting us. I don't see that energy. I don't see that frequency. I don't see that time. It looks like Busta is falling down bad. It looked like he thought he had a home in Jamaica he was going to run to. And then when he got over there, he found out that they know they didn't create hip hop. You've been running with that in America. He got over there and they said, we know we didn't create hip hop, so we ain't going to your damn show. And we also know that he ain't got no damn catalog. And they also know that foundational Black Americans done canceled, deleted, erased his ass. And if we ain't rocking with him, then the whole world ain't rocking because everybody want to be like us. Watch the more Tether babble. Watch the way he's not really looking at the camera. Look at how defeated he is. And then you can see that microphone check got these folks running.
Make sure that we come represent for the people the way we're supposed to. All of my Jamaican family, enough to big up on herself, enough love to the max, make sure I go out and enjoy on herself tonight. And at the end of the day, just know, y'all gonna see me again.
Y'all saw that freeze? Just know, just think about it for a minute now. He don't know what he's saying. He don't know what he's saying. Look at that freeze, fam. And look at that. This man that went and got him a whole goddamn new mouth. Look at, he got the damn FBA hairline he's trying to get. These people out here getting FBA makeovers. Look at how defeated. I ain't never seen Busta Rhymes look this defeated. Busta looked like, first off, he looked, y'all hold on now. Let me ask y'all this question. I got to ask y'all this question because this came up the other day and I got to ask. Is Busta looking real no Diddy right now? Is he looking no Diddy, no doubt? I'm just asking the family. Y'all, please, yes or no, let me know right now in the chat. Because Busta looking real no Diddy right now. I'm seeing zest flying all over the goddamn place. Busta looking real funny style. So I see the Tether babbling. That's clear. I'm starting to see a whole bunch of no Diddy babbling too. I'm sorry, Busta. You looking real down bad. You ain't lying. He look weird as hell. Hell, Busta look like microphone check, FBA gatekeeping that made him crash all the way out. He looked like he don't know what the hell going on right now. You know, I just button the cloth. And then he started jumping in and out with Jamaican accent. 1 minute he's talking completely like Harold, like he a damn W. He's speaking real good. And then he jump into a Jamaican accent. Then he jump back. He jumping all over the goddamn place. Where was that energy at when you was talking about us? Yeah, you see it, Adams. Yep. Dude looking super zesty. I'm just keeping it a buck. It looked like he been going to some Diddy parties. He been hanging out with Diddy. They been on that damn yacht and that boat. Don't look too good on that side, homeboy. So not only does he look defeated, not only is he babbling, he's just talking. I don't even know what he's saying. I don't know yet. He looked like somebody who don't want to say why he's not going to be there. That's really what it looked like. And we know why he's not going to be there because he ain't hot and they ain't rocking with him and he ain't got nowhere to go. In reality, this dude is a clown with nothing. He has never been hot. Ain't nobody ever been like, yo, man, my top five is Busta. Is Busta in anybody's top 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50? Is he in anybody's top 100? Okay, is he really? Let's be real. They was comparing Busta Rhymes to Eminem. They were saying he was like the black Eminem. And we know we don't rock with Eminem, and he ain't in nobody's top 50 to 100. No real certified. So where you at now, Busta? Yeah, you running back, you looking zesty, and it looked like you've been hanging out with Diddy. And you trying to explain to us why you got that damn tour canceled. That's part 2. The first one got fired on his day off. The next one got fired on vacation. But both of them ain't happening because you ain't popping.
I'll go out and enjoy on herself tonight. And at the end of the day, just know, y'all gonna see me again. Promise. And oh yeah, for all of those that wanted to understand this towards why I didn't do my solo tour earlier this year, it's because I waited 21 years to be able to go on the road with my twin, Missy Elliott.
No, stop. No, we exposing them today. Oh, I love this. I love being a foundational Black American. I love certified Black society. Let me tell you, one of the main reasons why I love being us is that we don't let nothing slide. We don't let nothing slide. He thought he was going to sit here and slide that in real quick. Y'all notice that, right? He's like, well, let me just say real quick. I know y'all been wondering why I'm not at the tour that I was supposed to be on. Look now how he's giving an excuse for why this tour got canceled. And he was giving an excuse why the last one was getting canceled. He said that he waited 20 years to be with Missy Elliott, so he canceled his tour. Man, if you don't get the hell out of here with Tethers will say any damn thing. So you gave up being a headliner so you can be the opening. And you're right. Yeah, you ain't lying. His twin. If you don't get off of Missy Elliott's back, there is a lesson in everything, family. And the lesson right here is showing you how Tethers operate. Your tour is not popping because we don't rock with you. We don't listen to your music. You disrespected our lineage. And then when that tour got canceled, the first thing you did was found the nearest FBA, and then you try to hop on Missy Elliott's tour. Now, mind you, from what I heard is that it's Missy Elliott performing, then Sierra, and then Busta. So are you really on tour? You a glorified opening act. Quit playing. You a glorified opening act. You gonna be performing in front of a whole bunch of empty seats. Folks ain't even got their popcorn yet. They still gonna be coming in the damn venue. It's still gonna be sunny outside, and you done went through half of that garbage ass catalog you got. Stop playing with FBA. It's the new generation. We ain't falling for none of that cap. You want to know why my tour so your tour got canceled because you wanted to get on tour with Missy? That don't make no piece of sense. You know why? Because it ain't the truth. Your tour got canceled, and Missy Elliott, Sierra have nothing to do with it. What it really is, your tour got canceled because of everybody right here in this chat. We done took your ass out to the corner and let you hang because you disrespected, but you couldn't check it.
Sierra, Timberland, and this opportunity is so far and few between. I didn't know if it was going to ever happen again, so I wasn't missing out on this beautiful opportunity. Out of This World tour experience starts in July.
Oh, hold up, man. That look real Diddy. That look real no Diddy. Hold up. Watch the no Diddy, y'all. Watch the real no Diddy.
Starts in July.
Oh, brothers and sisters in the place. You cannot convince me there ain't some no Diddy, no doubt going on. There's no doubt that there's some no Diddy going on with this man, y'all. I'm sorry. I know funny style when I see it. I know this is not the same Busta. This is not the same, but this is Busta Rhymes. Let's keep it 110 in the third. That right there. Come on, y'all. What was all that talk that he was talking? Where'd it go? He went from, y'all ain't got no culture. It was started on the backs of Jamaicans and Puerto Ricans. Now all of a sudden it's, I'll see y'all later. I don't know why my tour got canceled. I just had to leave, so go get on Missy Elliott's tour and be the opening act so I can go get about $150 a show. If you don't go tell that to somebody else, if you don't run all the way back to your culture and tell that to everybody on that side of the fence, because everybody on this side of the fence, we ain't going for that game. The con games ain't working. They loved it when it was the African-American generation. They loved it when they could just tell lies and nobody was going to check them over it. You can't do that no more. This is a new day and a new time. You better tell that to some oxtails, homie.
Come on. You're part of the experience. Love y'all. Bless yourselves up. Stay up. Keep it up and stuck. And I'll see y'all again soon.
Hell no. No. Let's go there now, y'all. Damn, that was fun. And it's about to get even more fun. Busta, you are Busta without the rhymes, point blank. You clearly been on some no Diddy, no doubt. You done ran and got you an FBA makeover. We all see it. The same FBA that we all know that you've been trying to run to, hop to, skip to, jump to, flee to. The same one that you thought it was sweet to disrespect the lineage and the culture and all the above. This is the same FBA now, family, that you got to come back to and try to tell us how it's so good and everything is so dandy. Nah, that ain't how it worked. We got these people shook and we got them running, and they running fast. Y'all look at this right here. Just to let y'all know, don't let them talk that talk. Don't let them run them lies on nobody. This is how it was being built. Oh, y'all know this the Black Alpha Network. Smash that like button. We got receipts. It says, Busta Rhymes set to make a grand comeback at the Sashi 20 years later. And notice what it says. It says, iconic American rapper. They threw in America. Caught it? We see everything. It says, iconic American rapper Busta Rhymes to headline the festival return on May 23rd, May 26th, with the organizer Harito Hamlin emphasizing more than artistic decision. Busta Rhymes was being played like he was coming back. They were making it look like Busta was making a grand return to Jamaica. This wasn't just some creative differences. You don't have no grandioso thing where you coming back to Jamaica, they rolling out the red carpet. This is the same thing that happened when it came to his blockbuster tour in America. Remember they were saying that he was going to make a grand entrance and he was going to come back to America and then he was going to just shut everything down? And then what happened? It fell flat. The same thing. They was building this up like it was going to be the Busta Rhymes Jamaican Woodstock. 20 years later, Busta coming back home. See, let's go there. Let's say what the play was. The play was you disrespect foundational Black Americans. You say that we have no culture. You say that hip hop was off the backs of Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans, and then you think that you can take that con game, take it over to Jamaica, and then go make money. Basically, fam, he was going on a Jamaicans created hip hop tour. Yeah, let's say what it really was, y'all. Let's say what it was. He was about to go on a Jamaicans created hip hop tour. Remember when they was giving him all those little awards and he would do little things? He's trying to troll us. Yeah, it's funny how it done flipped though. It was all good just a week ago, Busta Rhymes. It was real good. Just a few weeks and a few months ago, he was trying to say how Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans created hip hop. And then he would get these little Lifetime Achievement Awards. Don't know why the hell he got them, okay? But they were giving him these awards, and whenever he would accept the awards, he would throw shots at us. There was not a time in the last 5 years that you saw Busta Rhymes where he was not disrespecting our lineage. Tell me a time you've seen him and he was not disrespecting FBA. Dude was disrespecting FBA everywhere. And then it all came back down. You cannot disrespect the people who built this country. We got power, and we are exercising our power. We'll shut everything down. What I say in the beginning of this episode, run it back. Run it back. I say that right here in the United States of America, you cannot bring down the people who built up the country. We built this thing up. You cannot bring us down. And he's finding that out the very, very fast way. And we right here, we got time for it all the way. So that's what it was when it started. Now I want y'all to see the way it ended. Busta without the rhymes, it went from his grand return to Jamaica to now you see that his ass done came back. Busta Rhymes to miss Sashi Festival due to unforeseen circumstances? Wait a minute. Unforeseen circumstances. You mean to tell me that they still ain't given a reason why? What's an unforeseen circumstance? You know, and I'm not even going to tell you that they lying, because you know what? Let me be 110. It's kind of right. It is unforeseen circumstances. It's just not the unforeseen that they saying. It's unforeseen, meaning you thought you was going to disrespect our heritage. You thought you was going to put a Jamaican flag next to hip hop. You thought that you was going to try to steal and tether onto our culture. That's what's unforeseen. It ain't unforeseen because they don't really know what went down. It's unforeseen because you thought you was dealing with the Africans Americans up. You thought you was dealing with the minorities up. That's what you thought. And then you found out you dealing with FBA certified black society. And we ain't playing them games. It's a new time and a new day. You got a wake-up call real good. You got a real good wake-up call. And when this wake-up call came down, it went from Busta Rhymes coming back to Jamaica to Busta Rhymes ain't going to Jamaica. Yeah. What happened, Busta? What happened to all that talk that you was talking? We remember everything that you were saying. Foundational Black Americans, I swear to you, if you disrespect us in 1982, we gonna remember that. If you say the slightest thing about us in 1997, we gonna remember that. And eventually, you're going to have to atone for what you said. And you can tell Busta's very, very shook. He don't know how to come at us. He don't know what to say. His energy done did a 360 3 damn different times. Why is that, Busta? It looked like you running back. Now, that's the Busta of today. Oh, by the way, y'all know how we say this our country, right? We foundational Black Americans, right? Very, very, very spiritual people. We are very, very spiritual people. Let me show y'all this right here. I want y'all to notice something. Can I show y'all some certified energy? Can I tell you why the ancestors are always on our side? Look at this. Busta Rhymes to miss Sashi Festival due to unforeseen circumstances. Look at the day. May 25th, 2024. May 25th, 2024. Ain't it funny, y'all? Ain't it amazing, y'all? Ain't it foundationally phenomenal, y'all, that this man had to announce that he got his ass canceled in Jamaica the same damn weekend that Microphone Check came out right here in America. We didn't do that. That's all the ancestors. That's all the ancestors. That's God's plan. Don't be mad at us. Don't it always work out that way? Don't it work out that way? Remember this, y'all. The first Blockbuster tour that he got canceled 3 months ago, that tour was supposed to go to every single city that Microphone Check was aired in. As I opened up the show and I showed y'all all the pictures through all out the country, I said, where'd y'all go see it? Was it Denver? Did y'all go see it in California? Did you see it in DC? Did you see it in Atlanta like myself? Where'd you go to go watch it? That is the same exact places that his Blockbuster tour was supposed to go. So in other words, where the Blockbuster tour was supposed to be, canceled. Where Microphone Check was in full effect. It's the Microphone Check effect, y'all. And it's a beautiful thing. He thought on May 24th and May 25th, he was going to be in America, going on a Jamaicans Created America tour. Shit, not right here in the United States. This is our country. That door, you better go ahead and knock. And that floor, you better go ahead and wipe your feet. If you ain't doing that, you can't come in. That part, that part, that part. But speaking of that, look at this. Y'all remember this right here? Does this look like the same Busta that we were just talking about a minute ago? Remember this Busta without the rhymes? Watch what he was saying just a few months ago.
The origin of hip-hop was started by the power of Black and Puerto Rican people. How the origin of hip-hop was started. The origin of hip-hop was started by the power of Black and Puerto Rican people. The origin.
Whoa, that's a far cry from the Busta that we just seen a minute ago. Nah, no. Something happened from that Busta right there to the Busta we seeing now. That looked like a whole different individual. He flip-flopped all over the goddamn place. He had a whole lot of energy right then and there. Where that energy go in such a short amount of time? Where that energy go in such a very, very quick individual spectrum? Where'd it go, Busta? Yeah, it seemed like it did what Tethers always do. It got to running. He got to flipping. He thought when it all came down, he was going to be able to jump on foundational Black American culture. He was going to be able to steal from foundational Black Americans, and everything was going to be good, and everything was going to be dandy. That ain't how it works on this side, homie. So you see right then and there that foundational Black Americans, we are officially serving people their papers. Let's go ahead and say that right now. Busta, you done got your papers served to you. Yeah, the ancestors is in here holding it down all the way live. What type of time it is? Certified salute to my brother EJ all day. Yes, indeed. We was in Atlanta too. Yes, indeed. It go real. He went from that Busta to this one. Why you upset, Busta? Why you crying? I thought your people created hip hop. You don't really look like somebody who created hip hop. You seem very defeated, Busta. Why you seem so defeated, Busta? Talk to us. Come on, tell us about how y'all started hip hop. Give me some type of receipts. Where is it at? Because this Busta that I'm seeing, this Busta is somebody who's changing the whole game. You went from y'all created hip hop to out of nowhere, you out here babbling, making excuses, trying to go get you an FBA hairline that don't exist. What type of time is it? What type of time is it? It's FBA time. You better check your watch, partner. Yes, indeed. You better boss all the way up. That's what we doing. How you go from that? Come on. Yeah, the man don't flip-flop all over the place. And he's upset that foundational Black Americans is calling it out. That's the Busta that we seen, right? That's the Busta we just saw? Okay, well then let's talk about this Busta right here. This is the one right here, right? Look at this Busta right here, y'all. What the hell is that? Come on now. This man done went from that Busta that we just seen talking reckless to now you see Busta talking like this. Nah, Busta running around here with an FBA hair plant on top of his head, trying to tell foundational Black Americans who created this stuff, jumping from this coast to that coast, running back home, running back around, but yet he ain't got nothing to show for it. You ain't got a damn thing to show. The only thing that you can present to us is a bunch of cap, nothing solid, nothing you standing on. Where's it at, bro? I'm going to tell you where it's at. You tried to put in your pocket something that does not belong to you. Let's go there. You trying to walk away and steal something that you ain't built. Foundational Black Americans, we've been the only ones out here fighting for hip hop. Remember, back in the old days, you can go all the way back to the 90s when they was trying to ban hip hop. A lot of folks don't remember that. They was trying to ban hip hop out here in these streets. And when they was trying to ban hip hop, you didn't see all these folks from the Caribbean who show up now and say that they co-created it. You didn't see none of them people. When they were trying to ban hip hop, the only folks that were sticking up and trying to keep hip hop around were foundational Black Americans because it was our creation. Who's old enough to remember? Who's old enough to remember when Time Warner would take CDs and they would throw them in the street and they had the feds running up in record labels? Go there. Let's talk about Dame Dash. Let's talk about Suge Knight. Let's talk about the Jay Prince. Let's talk about all of them. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how they was always actively trying to stop foundational Black Americans from building hip hop. And they was throwing records in the street. They was banning Snoop Dogg was getting cases. Tupac was getting cases. You didn't see none of these people standing up, standing on business and saying hip hop is our creation. How come out of nowhere, if you created something that's been around forever, how come now you want to start saying it, but you want defending it? We defend it because it's our own. They never did that. Y'all remember it? Certified salute. They try to talk around y'all. That's what I'm saying. Everybody right now, we remember them doing that. How can they just act like that never happened? The Busta Rhymes and all these people, they think that they're just going to tell a lie and we're going to be like, oh, I don't remember that. No, we remember exactly what it was. We remember them running around here and trying to tell FBA that we created hip hop in 2000 or something. They weren't saying none of that in the 90s. They ain't saying it in the early 2000s. So I believe that they were waiting around until they can come up with these young teenager rappers and tell them. You notice they don't never come at no adults with this? You notice that, right? They don't know because this is the energy they get. They try to pull that stuff on our brother Tariq, and you see how quick it got shut down. They don't mind going to a 17-year-old rapper, going to a 16-year-old rapper and saying, y'all know Jamaicans created hip-hop, right? Because a 16-year-old don't know no better. They not going to go to nobody who's in their 30s. They ain't going to go to nobody in their 40s. They probably ain't even going to go to nobody who's in their late 20s if you really want to go there. They know what time it is, and they know better. That's the type of energy that foundational Black Americans are putting in the streets. You ain't going to try to play us. We've always protected what we've created. It was just Memorial Day, right? You seen all the pictures that came out about Black Americans, right? We were protecting America because we built America. We have a connection to America because we built this thing. It's the same thing with hip hop. We weren't going to let them take hip hop, ban hip hop, throw people in jail because of rap songs. And we were the only ones on the front line doing that. The same way that these people sat out the civil rights era. Remember the civil rights era? Them folks sat all of that stuff out. They didn't get involved in the civil rights era. The same way that we go out in the streets and we fight for all the rights, and then they come in after we do all the work, and then they say, y'all know we was in the civil rights era with you. No, the hell you wasn't. Y'all know we was out there in the protests of 2020 with you. No, the hell you wasn't. The same way that they always try to act like they were with us when things went down, that's the same exact thing they do with hip hop. Wait for us to put our necks on the line. Wait for us to fight the government. Wait for all of our rappers to be out here getting assassinated. And then they come in. Where were they when Tupac was harmed? Where were they with Nipsey Hussle? Where were they with any of these rappers? They were nowhere to be found. Now they want to show up and start talking reckless. This was the Busta without the rhymes, right back again. Y'all remember this was the Busta just from a few months ago. Not the same one that we seen talking about getting the show canceled.
Hood and you ain't doing nothing.
So summer.
Yeah, you know.
So you was like Biggie then. Biggie did the same thing now.
That's what Jamaican families did.
Send it back of your yard.
The back of your yard, yes. I'm gonna sit down and learn some manners and discipline. And when you come back, you have a good upbringing and a better upbringing the following summer, and an even greater upbringing the summer after that.
So you was.
What's up with the Jamaican accent, y'all? When this man get this Jamaican accent? This man ain't ever had a Jamaican accent at all. He jumped back and forth and back. When did this man get a Jamaican accent? This man was never talking about anything from the Caribbean until now. He was a tether that was laying low, biting off FBA culture. He didn't want nobody to know that he was really from Jamaica. And then when he found the opportunity to put that jacket on, now he does. You ain't seen an interview without him trying to talk in that damn accent. But it's funny because they not rocking with you now, though, homie.
Was a New York youth, but had all of this Jamaica influence all through you.
Didn't know nothing else. You in the hood.
Biggie did the same.
I'm not taking that.
Watch what he said there. Watch what he said. Watch what he said. He said, I didn't know nothing else. You didn't know nothing else. Seems like you was doing our culture. You was running around here being real. Let's be real. Them tethers back in the day. Let's go there. Tethers back in the day, they used to be very low-key. They used to be the sneaky tether. It's really only been in the last 10 years where tethers now are trying to come out of hiding. They weren't really like that back in the day. Tethers used to be real low-key, y'all. Tethers didn't really want to come out. Yeah, you're right. He always been an actor. Good point. Always been an actor. That's what it is. See, tethers used to do that. We dealing with a new tether now, y'all. Let's really speak on it, what reality is. The tether that we see in today, that's the tether that done got bold, all right? This is why it's so cultural. Y'all remember I sat here a few weeks ago when we completely showed how Kendrick Lamar microphone checked Drake. And family, microphone checked the movie, microphone checked Busta Rhymes. And then microphone checked Fat Joe. We just microphone checking every goddamn body. I'm telling you, it's a renaissance. It's a new era. Everybody getting that work. Drake got rolled up. Busta getting rolled up. And we got things to point to. We can point that Drake, everybody's showing now, Drake, he got ghostwriters. He ain't hot in the streets. His fans is rapping Kendrick Lamar songs. He done got rolled up. We can look at Busta Rhymes. Got the American tour canceled on his day off. Got his goddamn festival in Jamaica canceled on his day off. Nothing's popping for these people. Fat Joe blocking everybody. We're not just saying these folks is hurting, and they not. We can actually show you. We can show these folks babbling. We can show you these folks ain't on energy. These folks ain't on that time. But look at this, family. When we say that them folks got a whole different energy, going back to what we showed earlier. This Busta Rhymes ain't the same one as before. This Busta Rhymes here, talking that talk, and don't nobody believe him. Why? It's because he is.
I just want to say this real quick.
Getting regulated.
All of my beautiful people in Jamaica, I want to big up on myself. I unfortunately will not be at Sashi this particular day, which I was supposed to be performing. But you got to understand, we are in the music business. And if we are doing business, the business needs to be done properly.
That part. Notice here, family, how he's sitting here talking. And he talking all of that. That ain't the same Busta we just saw a minute ago. Not the same one, not at all. I want y'all to see, brothers and sisters, though. I want y'all to look at this. Brothers and sisters ain't going for it. Y'all follow me on Twitter. Make sure you follow the Black Alpha Network, Black Alpha Net W1. Follow me on Twitter. Let's go on down. Look at brothers and sisters right here. Busta said he needed Black Americans in order to have successful tour, the same people to which he said have no culture. Look like we the ones out here doing the regulating. Jamaicans don't support Busta Rhymes because rap hip-hop is not in the Jamaican culture. Yep. Y'all want to see something real? Did you see this right here? Did you see this with Busta Rhymes, Bodyguard? We were saying we thought there was some no Diddy going on, right? Did we say there was some no Diddy going on? Okay. Let's go there. Let's go there. There's some no Diddy going on. Well, let's go ahead and show why it's not just us saying it. It seems to be quite confirmed what's going on. Let me show you what his bodyguard came out and said. We can show y'all what his bodyguard said, and it's going to prove the point which we was talking about. Before we proceed, fair use, fair use, fair use. Fair use, YouTube. Teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use, fair use. Watch this. We was kind of questioning some no Diddy. Looked like we had a point.
Oh, Busta Rhymes before.
Oh, yeah.
In some of your videos.
Oh, yeah. Super Zest Monster. For sure, bro.
Whoa. Did he say that Busta was a super zest monster? I ain't even heard that one before. Let's hear it again. Fair use.
Seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before.
Oh, yeah.
In some of your videos.
Oh, yeah. Super Zest Monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, but like this been common knowledge though. Like all my promoter homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it. They call them fun boys. They say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Because you know,
whoa, that sounds like no Diddy to me. No, he said everybody knew about it. Damn. Let's proceed.
I bodyguard for Ghostface Killer before. You feel me? And being around him, you hear things. You feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan. You feel me? Like every cookout she playing it. All his little fast rapping, all of that. Him and Craig Mack playing that. Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He was doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin. And the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy.
Seen you talking about.
Sound like there's more going to it when it comes to Busta without the rhymes. I'm just saying, maybe the BUSSY rhymes is true. I'm just saying. Let's go. Uh-oh. You see somebody said, it's funny how you really think they are stopping something. Yeah, his tour got stopped. What you mean? Proceed. Look at this, putting out the little commercial. Look at that. Tethering. Look at this man. Look at this. Black Americans ain't rocking with that. Get out of here. Look at this man trying to jump on the Missy Elliott tour. Come on. If you don't get out of here. Missy Elliott, Sierra, and then this guy. This guy a third, fourth, fifth wheel. If you don't get out of here, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Hell no. So they didn't want to pay Busta's asking price. Even his home team doesn't think he's valuable. Good point by this sister right here. Good point. Your own home team don't even feel you valuable. What we talking about? Right here, look at our good brother right here. Didn't he say our culture comes from Jamaicans and Latinos? Why would he need to be on Missy's tour? Good point. Good point. Why you need to be on a Black American tour? I thought you could carry it. Yeah, surely a lowly Black American whose culture less he would need, right? Not the other way around. There we go. Boom. Missy threw this trash a lifeline. Kid Gravity, certified salute. Busta Rhymes, can't grift anymore. He disrespected Jamaicans with his stuff. He needs to jump on Latinos. Yep. And instead, this is what he did for years, like a tether. Boom. Good point. This is what brothers and sisters right here. Bless right out the game. Ha, 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 ha. Microphone check. The people have spoken. This is reality. This is what we know. Jamaicans did not create hip-hop. Never have. Busta thought that he had to play with that one. Busta thought he was eating. Busta thought it was sweet. They remember the days where they can say things about our culture and there be no consequences and repercussions. Not anymore. This era, this time, this day, this generation, the reparations generation, we want it all back. This is what it is. So he found out quick, fast, in a hurry that when it comes to foundational Black Americans, we ain't falling for the games. You better step right or you better step off. And that's what's happening. So when it comes to Busta without the rhymes, when it comes to No Diddy, No Doubt, all of us right here in the Black grassroots, the ones who got your first tour canceled, the ones that made you run to Jamaica and they don't rock with you, and that festival for you got canceled. We are officially serving you your papers, Busta without the rhymes, and you have been officially microphone checked. If you come against FBA, this is going to be the outcome every single time. Don't be mad, just respect it. If you don't like it, you better deal with it. We out here really putting in work. We out here really holding it down. We out here really standing on business. What they got? What they got? What you gonna do now? What you gonna do? Because let's be real. Ain't nobody worried about this little toy that you jumping on with Missy. Missy and them gonna be good. Are you? Ain't nobody thinking about any music that you got out there because you don't. You ain't gonna be good. These people are out here trying to tether onto our culture, but they finding out the hard way. FBAs, we ain't falling for the games. All these people have been officially microphone checked. Busta, you right there on the list, and there's many, many more. It's been beautiful. I'm telling you, I've been waiting for this time. I've been waiting for this because we see these people trying to eat off our culture. They never gonna stop. They're gonna continue to always try to eat off of foundational Black American culture no matter what they do, no matter what we say. They're gonna always try this, fam. So this is why we got to stand on business more than ever. Have y'all seen this though? Let me show y'all this. I need y'all to tell me if you've seen this. This is something I've been wanting to get on. These people love our culture so much. Have y'all been seeing these little videos and these little pictures they've been putting up about us looking like them? Family, have y'all noticed that it's always these people saying that we look like them, we're acting like them? Have y'all seen this stuff? This right here is the points that we be making. Did y'all see this? People say, we all got people who look just like us. Do these dudes look like Usher to y'all? Do they really? Really? This is what we doing? These folks are really out here reaching that far, trying to connect themselves with us. Really, really, really? This is what it is. Yep, delineation and separation is working. Good point. Do you see what these folks are up to now? These folks are to the point where they're really, really, really trying to take any FBA and say either our culture comes from them or they're trying to say we look like them. Y'all notice it ain't the other way around. They said this on the Microphone Check movie for those who've seen the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for those who ain't. They said those other groups, they do our stuff. We don't do theirs. You ever notice that denominator? That they do what we do, we don't do what they do? Come on. This really, they trying to say this man, these dudes look like Usher. This is what we talking about out here in these streets, y'all. This is what we talking about. They are so desperate to try to get in on foundational Black American culture, they will say and do anything. We're going to go there. Look at this one right here. Did y'all see this? Look at this right here. These folks got these hairlines going backwards and trying to compare people. Nobody really spoke about this. Y'all remember the same Michael Blackston that was talking reckless about America a few months ago? Y'all remember him, right? Look what this dude said. I guess on the skit with Chief Keef, He says reparations basically shouldn't go to light-skinned people. You see what we're talking about when we say they try to dump their dirt onto us? Look at this, right? We don't get into that. Foundational Black Americans, we don't get into tribalism. Foundational Black Americans do not get into all the skin colors and the caste system. That ain't what we do. This man literally running around here trying to say that. This man's literally running around here trying to put that jacket on foundational Black Americans. No, that's what you do in your homeland. In your homeland, you got a system of this group is this color, even though we're in the same family. This man is trying to get involved in our foundational Black American family tree and insert all that colorism and tribalism that they got. That ain't how we get down. That ain't how we get down at all. Not at all. That's what we were seeing. Now, that's the same person who was talking about foundational Black Americans. Why don't you fly on over to Africa and why don't you try to go get you some reparations moving over there? Why are you worrying about reparations right here in America when y'all supposed to be handling your own business? If you was handling your own business, you would not be thinking about ours. Let me show y'all for the brothers and sisters who did not see this. Did y'all see at the microphone check premiere, our brother Tariq Nasheed actually seen, family, you can't make this up. There was literally a Tether trying to bootleg the damn movie in the theater. This is what we talking about. So you got the folks saying we look like Usher. You got Michael Blackson saying light-skinned folks don't deserve reparations. And you literally had a Tether at the microphone check premiere literally trying to take the goddamn movie and put it on his cell phone to bootleg it. No coincidence that it was somebody who's non-FBA doing that. Family, if I would have told y'all this 3 weeks ago, y'all would have said it's probably going to be a Tether. If I said somebody was at the screenings, somebody was at the premieres doing this right here, you'd say it's got to be a Tether. And guess what? It was the damn Tether. This is what we saying. Ain't no love. These folks ain't out here operating, moving on the same type of time and energy and frequency as us. Foundational Black Americans out there in the streets putting down. This man trying to bootleg the movie like this is 1993. Real talk. They out here scamming on a regular, on a daily. Don't know how not to. This is the culture that they got. And when we start calling it out, when we start delineating from it, then they want to throw up their hands. You can't throw up your hands and run. Because when foundational Black Americans put it down in these streets, we put it down in the streets. So to that Tether right there, and security got him up out the place. Busta Rhymes, that Tether right there, Michael Blackstones, and all the folks out here trying to say they look like FBA men, but yet their hairlines is all doing the goddamn two-step backwards. They have all been officially microphone checked again. This is what's going down when you come around foundational Black Americans. Your energy ain't right. You ain't right. You getting G-checked on site. That part. Now, as we proceed, you got a lot of other folks out here trying to talk, but they hurt too. Oh, Busta Rhymes out here splaining. Busta Rhymes out here babbling. He getting every single tour and festival canceled. He ain't getting his money back. They ain't dealing with him. They trying to get Busta Rhymes out the paint. At this point, Busta Rhymes is an embarrassment, and this one right here is the same damn way. He is another person who is getting a rude awakening. The Tether wake-up calls done came in. The Tether wake-up calls have come down. These people just 3 years ago thought it was sweet. They thought they was going to disrespect us. They really thought that they was going to convince the whole world that their communities created hip-hop. And look right now, y'all. It was all good and sweet a week ago, but it ain't anymore. Fat Joe. Let's talk about Flab. Flab really thought that he was going to hit us with the 50-50. He one of the main ones. He was one of the main ones on the front line talking about that. Microphone check, the same way it done rattled up Busta Rhymes. Microphone check done rattled up Fat Joe. Look at this right here when it comes to this man. This man is out here right now, y'all, completely blocking everybody who got FBA in their title. If you got FBA in your title, he's blocking you. He ain't got no type of time or energy or anything for foundational Black Americans. Why is that? Why is that, y'all? Why? Why is this man out here in these streets trying to stop foundational Black America? Why he so upset? Why are these folks going through depression right now? Why are you depressed? Why? We need to know something. Tell us what type of time it is. How come foundational Black Americans is putting in work and you out here jealous? This man is running around here. No, talk that talk that you was just talking. Yeah, you're right. He can lean back. You're absolutely right. Talk that talk that you was talking. This is what I seen earlier today. I seen this just earlier. He was blocking everybody. Brothers and sisters left and right. If you got epic, you know how much time that takes? Do you know how much time it takes for you to literally hop on the internet, go onto Twitter, and go through and try to find everybody with FBA? It don't even matter if you got 3 followers. He done found your page and he done blocked it. I ain't never had no interactions with Fat Joe on there. Somehow he done found me. Why, y'all? This is what I call the microphone checked effect. Let's go ahead and put that in the vernacular. Let's go ahead and put that in the hemisphere. Let's go ahead and let it be known. The microphone check effect has all of these people down bad. These are the same ones that was running their mouth. These are the same ones that was talking reckless. He wasn't having that type of time and that energy just a few times ago. Nah, it was all good. I seen him in a few interviews, and in them interviews, he was saying how it was a 50-50 thing. Now he's on the blocking spree. I thought it was all good. Remember, this the same Fat Joe who literally was going around hanging out with Kamala. This man has been paid for very well. Very, very well. This is when I say that we rocking the game, y'all. When I say that we regulating and we changing everything, this is what I'm talking about. These people are being paid up. These people are getting a lot of money to come out here and hate on foundational Black Americans. This is what it is. We are literally disrupting a multi-million-dollar game plan to try to steal from foundational Black Americans, and these folks ain't getting nothing in return. How you ain't getting nothing in return? Let's go there, y'all. Let's go. Fat Joe is being seen in all these places. Fat Joe hanging out with Kamala. Fat Joe hanging out with Joe Biden. Fat Joe at WNBA games. But yet, FBA done checks him to the point where he got to run and block everybody. Where your money at? I thought y'all was on this little thing with us. I thought y'all was hustling and conning us. Don't look too good. Busta Rhymes had people investing millions of dollars in the tour. The tour got canceled. What do you say about that? It don't matter. They can't outwork us, y'all. They can't outgrind us. Foundational Black Americans, we always win. These folks is hanging out with the vice president, but they on Twitter blocking folks who got 3 followers. Come on. FBA always wins. But remember, this was the same Fat Joe that was running around here saying this right here. Let's go there. Fat Joe, he's the same one. He was out here talking reckless about FBA. Y'all remember when he was telling these lies right here? Y'all remember this, right?
Can't come about.
That's going to be like Sweet Caroline.
Yes. It
it's
is.
crazy. Well, you know,
It is.
it's crazy. Well, you know, at the time the Jamaicans was winning, and it was like signal to play, a rockaway, a running man, and I was like, yo, when I came up with the hook, I was like, yo, we need something the Jamaicans to rock with. So we came with My People Don't Dance. We just pull up our pants and
People and dance. And as far as trying to make the American people and dance to the music,
No. Run that back one more time. Notice how he said he was doing it for the Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans. The tethers were sticking together.
Sweet Caroline.
Yes. It
it's
is.
crazy. Well, you know, at the time the Jamaicans was winning, and it was like signal to play, a rockaway, a running man, and I was like, yo, when I came up with the hook, I was like, yo, we need something the Jamaicans to rock with. So we came with My People Don't Dance. We just pull up our pants and
people and dance. And
This man talking about he needed something for the Jamaicans, so he came up with the Rockaway. Family, a lot of that stuff, brothers and sisters, was dancing right in Atlanta a long time ago. Stop playing. As a matter of fact, if you remember the Usher video, speaking of Usher, with Ludacris and Little John, they were talking about doing the Rockaway, and that song came out way before. These are Black American dances that they're trying to put Jamaican on top of it. But notice how Fat Joe was rocking with him. Yeah, notice that. Notice how he was jumping back and forth. Notice that. This is what we talking about. They out here capping. They got lies for days, family. Lies for days. But it don't just stop there. Look how this is what they were fueling. I want y'all to see this. This is the Puerto Ricans 50-50 thing. Microphone check, put an end to the Jamaican myth. They put an end to the Puerto Rican myth. They put an end to the African myth. It has been a foundational Black American week, and it started off the Black American summer.
For debate. You can't gate. Puerto Ricans are also the pioneers of hip hop, specifically New Yorkers. It's not up for debate. You can't gatekeep something that's rightfully ours. The origins of hip hop came from my hometown, the Bronx. And when talking about hip hop, you have to mention Grandmaster Flash, Africa Bambaataa, and DJ Kool Herc. who all just so happen to be Caribbean descent as well. But we cannot continue this conversation without talking about DJ Charlie Chase and DJ Disco Wiz. Charlie Chase was a part of this band right here. Puerto Ricans also contributed to creating breakdancing. It's not enough proof. You can look up Spike Lee or Busta Rhymes confirming.
Stop. Look at that right there, y'all. Look at the way they're trying to tie it in. Let me say this. Microphone check put it into all of that. Microphone check put it into all that. These people's history starts in the 1980s, and it starts as bystanders. Anybody who's seen the movie, they broke it down from brothers and sisters who were there. These folks only got stories that are all over the place and concocted. When you watch the film, you're going to see the receipts that our brother Tariq, as well as the other people, the guest speakers, the way they broke it down. Notice how when they start talking about who was there, they never talk about people who were in the creation process. They only talk about people who were in the bystanders. Damn, we got 1,000 people in here. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We did it again, y'all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Checkmate. So when you start seeing people start talking about microphone check, when they start showing that, you see that these people never showed up when it really mattered. You see these people had all types of disputes and all types of problems with each other. Why? It's because foundational Black Americans were putting it in. You're going to see in the movie, if y'all watch the film, and when you do, make sure you see it because it puts everything on the line. These people were jumping in and out, and they were watching. They never do it. If anybody's seen it, y'all going to love Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar starts talking about when these people was making their music and these people was doing their thing, they were completely trying to mimic foundational Black Americans. Yes, indeed, Kool Keezy. Checkmate. Kool Keezy, that's a real FBA brother who make real FBA hip-hop. So that's a brother that you can listen to right there. And you can tell they can't make music like my brother right here. They can't do that because they're not of the culture. They're not of the culture. They break down so many things in this movie where they had their own culture. And then they speak about how when these people would come to our parties, their parents didn't want them coming. You got something called rogue anti-Blackness, okay? Rogue anti-Blackness is somebody who comes around our community from their community, and their people really don't want them coming around. That W dude in the trailer park, the yo, they community don't accept that. That's why the DJ Vlads and all them people, them folks ain't welcome to come around the dominant society like that. They don't rock with them like that. That's what was happening in New York. And every brother and sister from the Bronx will tell you, the brothers and sisters, them people did not rock with our culture. Notice how they always talk. Oh, this is a Black Alpha one right here. Notice how they'll always say that they were in our places of business, right? They'll always say that they were coming around foundational Black Americans. But you notice it was always the parties. Y'all notice that, right? They had come around the parties. We got 1,000 people in here, man. We did it again, y'all. Smash that like button. If you're listening right now, we got 1,000 people one more time. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Certified salute. I appreciate all of y'all. And make sure you come to DC and see Black Alpha on stage. And I'm going to rock it the real FBA way. Make sure y'all come on down. June 15th, Washington, D.C. You guys also make sure that you not only subscribe to the channel, but you donate to the rally. Certified salute to the family. It is a foundational Black American summer. It has begun. Microphone check season, and they all running. I appreciate all 1,000 plus of y'all up in here. We done did 1,000 2 times just this month, y'all. This is the way we regulate. Yes, indeed. Certified salute. Y'all know every time we get 1,000 in the room, we stopping it. So if you guys have been here in the beginning, y'all done seen us regulating everybody. If you just pulling up, pull up a chair because we got more to regulate. And we're going to regulate all of these people just to let them know that FBA flag is waving high in that FBA sky. Bottom line, point blank. Now, when you start talking about these people coming into our community, notice they always at the parties. They'll say we were at the party. They don't ever say that they was hanging out with us, going to school together. They don't say that they was friends. They don't say they was coming over our homes and our houses. Anybody can go to the goddamn party. You can go to a rap concert right now. You can have this side of the crowd, Black folks, and then all the kids from the suburbs will come to a concert. And as soon as the concert's over, they go back to the suburbs. We go back to where we live. That happens all the time. All the time. Look at the rallies and the protests. Don't get it twisted. Just because somebody is around you, that don't mean they rock with you. All right? Understand that. What Ice Cube said. Ice Cube said, you want to be friends with Jack, but you don't know Jack call you the N-word behind your back. This thing where proximity and being around Black people means something. No, the hell it don't. No, the hell it don't. Folks was coming to every single Black Lives Matter protest. They were starting fires, knocking everything down. And what would happen? They blamed the Black folks for it. How come if these people were there in the creation of hip hop, how come there's no photos of them really hanging with brothers? All of the racism, the anti-blackness, well documented that we were there. How come they were never on the front lines? Do y'all ever see any of the riots that went on in New York? Any of the riots that went on in the South? Any of the riots that went on the West Coast? Do you see them there? Or do you only see them at parks? All of the pictures where we on the block dancing, go back and watch it. Microphone check, it literally checked everybody. You can literally see it, y'all. When we were out in the streets and we were dancing and we were hanging out, you don't see them around any of that. They only showed up to some hip hop parties, didn't say nothing about creating it for 50 years. And then they try to say, well, you know, we're the creators of it. No, you weren't. A sister in the movie, I'm not going to give it up. A sister in the movie made a point. If they created hip hop, where's their female MCs? Tell me where. We can name foundational Black American women who rap. You name me right now the female Puerto Rican MC. If they were the creators of this culture, then somebody tell me, where are their female MCs? This foundational Black American right now. Our brothers don't go nowhere without our sisters, our aunts and our uncles. We all together, grandma, grandpa. There's not one aspect of Black American history, from the plantation to the Maroons to right here today in this chat, all 1,000 of y'all. There's not one place where you see FBA where you don't see the brother and the sister standing together. So how come if they were in our mix and they were in our culture, how come we see these Puerto Rican men dancing and all that, trying to rap like us? Where they women at? Where the girls? We don't see none of them. So if you don't see no women around, that means the men really weren't around neither. Now, if I start looking at some salsa, I start looking about all the stuff that they be doing over there, then you see their men and women. If you start seeing things that we were doing, then you don't. That's what you call a checkmate. That's what you call a done deal. That's what you call a rap. That's what you call standing on business. Foundational Black Americans do that. Can't say the same thing for them. Proceed. This is another person who's been microphone checked. He starts talking about Spike Lee and Busta Rhymes. Those are his two sources of confirmation. Well, guess what? Spike Lee and Busta Rhymes both done got microphone checked. Ain't no debate. We in the place. Watch this, though, family. It gets even worse.
Mother, here to argue. I love Dean. That's my boy. But I must say I disagree. Here's the thing that's crazy about the argument being made here is using hip hop as the primary source of why Puerto Ricans invented reggaeton. Because we added hip hop, which we also integral in pioneering South Bronx.
To the New Yorican diaspora creating hip hop, we added hip hop to reggaeton in Puerto Rico.
And then people came in the comments of Dean's video to be like, oh, why do Puerto Ricans try to take credit for hip hop? It was Black people. Why Puerto Ricans try to take credit? Oh, the irony.
Watch this, y'all. This is where it got to. This is why microphone check is essential. They're literally having a tether on tether battle between reggaeton in Puerto Rico, reggaeton in Panama, but they're playing tug of war with Black people creating hip hop. So what you're seeing is the tether on the left is saying that they created reggaeton because they inserted Black American culture. The tether on the right is saying, no, we created it because we inserted Black American culture. These people are literally battling each other based on a culture and a music that we created, they didn't even create. This is why they get microphone checked. This is why we regulate it. Checkmate. Watch this.
What's so crazy about it. When a Puerto Rican person is trying to dismiss the influence that Panama and Jamaica has had in reggaeton, is the same thing as Black people trying to dismiss the influence that Puerto Ricans had on hip hop. So let me settle this real simply.
Look what she's trying to say. She's trying to say, you're doing the same thing the Blacks do to us. I'm telling y'all, we got these tethers going back and forth. There's a tether civil war. There's literally a tether civil war going on right now. She's saying, you're doing to us what the Blacks do to y'all. This is where they are right now. We got these folks going at it. It's a good thing. It's real damn good, too. Checkmate.
We made it together. Jamaicans, Panamanians, and Puerto Ricans together created reggaeton. Caribeños, right? Whatever happened to Caribbean unity here, people? There would be no reggaeton without El General singing, yes, reggae en español. And there would be no reggae en español with El General without Jamaicans creating dancehall. We all did it together. They're all integral pieces to the same thing. We each just added a little bit of flavor, a little bit of elements, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But there would be no reggaeton without Panama or Jamaica. Facts. But if you really want to be petty, it's not Jamaican. It's not Panamanian. It's not Puerto Rican. It's African.
Goddamn. Family, y'all gotta hold. Wait a minute. Y'all saw that? Y'all really caught. Whoa, hold up. Wait one goddamn minute. Look at what we done started, y'all. Y'all damn certified black society. We done G-checked these folks to the point that they fighting each other now. We done regulated to the point now that they having a damn civil war amongst themselves. We done put down the law in the business. All based on Microphone Check, the documentary. That now you got these people going back and forth with their damn selves. Now you got this person going after this person, and they literally having a battle. It's all y'all. I blame every last one of y'all. I blame every foundational black American who stood on lineage business, who stood on the heritage, who stood on the culture. It is because of y'all that you done created a rift in the damn Caribbean. They done got a Caribbean war. The folks on that side of the island fighting folks on that side of the island about something neither one of them goddamn created. So the damn regulating done hopped over the goddamn border, went over there, and now they regulating them damn selves. This is damn shame. It is crazy. I done seen it all. I said it was going to be a hot summer, a foundational black American summer. I knew we was going to regulate, and we done created a damn tether on tether on tether crime. Family, did that not start off with them talking about Panama? Then they start talking about Puerto Rico. Then they start talking about reggaeton. Then they start talking about reggae. And then somehow it ended with her talking about damn Africa. They done went down the whole goddamn list. Now they brought the damn Africans into it. They had a whole conversation about hip hop, and they didn't even bring up FBA one time. So what does that tell y'all? That tells you that foundational black Americans, when we put in that business and we put in work and we stand on it, then all of a sudden these other groups start to crumble because they came in it with bad intentions. They got nothing that's concrete. They got nothing they can point to. That right there is the community or communities that ain't got no receipts. When you ain't got receipts, you talk like that. When you ain't got receipts, you talk like no Diddy, no doubt, Busta Rhymes, okay? That's somebody who ain't got no receipts. Why he looks so defeated? Why he looks so hurt? Why he crying? Because they ain't got no receipts. Why is that lady right there going at it with that guy right there about reggaeton and Panama and hip-hop and reggaeton? Because she ain't got no receipts. When you got receipts, you're foundational black Americans. You show up all throughout this country, and we declared it. That's what Microphone Check was about, y'all. Microphone Check, the documentary, certified salute to our big brother Tariq Nasheed for that. Microphone Check was about us going all across this country and not only just enjoying a thorough masterpiece documentary, it was about us making a declaration. We made a declaration to everybody that this is our land, this is our culture, all the genres of music we created, all the genres of music we started, and not only that, how many receipts you want? You want more receipts? We got them. Put every single receipt on the table. Look good as hell when we showed up in all the theaters. Shut it down. I'm going to tell you right now, in Atlanta, that was, you know what? I forgot they was even showing other movies. This is how powerful it was. Do y'all even realize that there was other movies playing in these theaters? Wasn't nobody there to see that. And if they were, wasn't nobody paying attention. Didn't nobody give a damn. Wasn't nobody there to see Old Yeller. All right. Nobody was there to see Planet of the Apes or whatever the hell they was playing. Foundational black Americans, we took that over. Brothers and sisters took that over. But then again, ain't that what we always do? Everywhere we go, we take it over. You can have 5 foundational black Americans walk into a venue right now and guarantee within 5 minutes, we're going to own that. Yes, indeed. So we made a declaration that no longer will any of these people latch onto our community. They want to have a little civil war, tether on tether crime, have at it. But you ain't getting our culture. You want to go ahead and get your tour canceled, your festival canceled, your concert canceled, go ahead. But you ain't getting on our culture. Fat Joe want to go ahead and block every FBA that he sees, go the hell on, Flab. But you ain't getting in on our culture. So we put that FBA flag And this is what we doing. The same way that we fixing to go to Washington, D.C., and we going to put a flag in the sky for Juneteenth and reparations. We put a flag in the sky for hip-hop. What a beautiful time to be alive. Ain't it? It don't get no better than this, y'all. It don't get no better. No. No, it don't get no better than this. You right, too. Yep, they can hold their own NUTs. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We moving. We on code. We on game. We operating. We functioning at a high level right now. All of us, the black grassroots, every last one of y'all responsible for this. The black grassroots, we all responsible for what's going on. Anybody tells a piece of a lie, we own them. They can't run, they can't hide. This is the energy that we on right now. Yeah, they can take the Goya, they can take all that. Plantains, they can take it all. I don't give a damn what you got. Jerk chicken, I don't give a damn. How about that? Take it on back. This is what we saying. These people were running around talking this energy. Y'all remember this type of energy they was trying to get us with?
No, everybody's.
Watch this, family. First off, this person, you're going to see, I got a tether alert right here. So this tether starts talking about this tether. Watch this right here, y'all.
Coming at Fat Joe for apparently using the N-word in his lyrics. He defended himself by saying, "Oh, I thought I was black. Too, I thought you was black too. He not black. Not even Paquito."
Fat Joe, black. Who ever thought Fat Joe was black? They was trying to run tether interference, y'all. Tether interference. Watch this right here. This is what we getting rid of. This is the energy that we getting out the building and we putting in certified energy. Watch this. This person right here. Are y'all getting a tether alert? Let me know. I need to know this right now. The person talking about Fat Joe saying, I didn't even know Fat Joe was black. I had no clue. I'm getting tether alert. The wig, the wig is at a 45-degree angle. All right. The wig looks like the wind's blowing and it's a calm day. There ain't a breeze out there and her damn wig is leans in. All right. So I'm kind of sorry, y'all. I'm getting tether alert. I just need to ask the family, is y'all getting it right now? Because I'm seeing an escort. I'm seeing somebody who's trying to say that Fat Joe not really that bad. In reality, this seems like somebody who's trying to put that tether cape on and allow somebody else to come on in. Nah, let's get it right, y'all. This is what we talking about. Checkmate.
No, everybody's coming at Fat Joe for apparently using the N-word in his lyrics. He defended himself by saying, "Oh, I thought I was black. Too, I thought you was black too. He not black. Not even Paquito." And I'm like, where do people just become angry about this like randomly? It's giving random R. Kelly documentary. I mean, if he ain't, I mean,
R. Kelly. What the hell? What family? What the hell do tethers be talking about? They wonder why we don't take them serious. They wonder why we look around them, past them, through them. We are too business, like foundational Black Americans are too damn thorough. Somehow she started talking about Fat Joe saying the N-word and how it's okay. Somewhere between her wig leaning to the left and the right at the same damn time, she somehow brings up R. Kelly. What the hell he got to do with this? Man, tethers be babbling.
I mean, he's voted to the group. I will still make you a plate, sir. So I just found out
She said, and then she had to hit, I'll make you a plate. You ain't making no damn plate of no FBA food. Yeah, you may make a plate with some salsa, because I'm telling you right now, that ain't no foundational Black American woman talking right there. They think putting on the goddamn wig makes him a foundational Black American. They think yo-yo-yoing us makes him a foundational Black American. He may come to your goddamn get-together, but your get-together gonna have some Goya. Your get-together ain't gonna be no real FBA. No. Speak for yourself. Speak for your damn self. These people right here, this is what they talking about, y'all. These people are trying to put on the cosplay. You got a cosplayer defending a cosplayer, talking about she gonna make him a plate. You ain't making no damn plate. Only thing you gonna be doing is making your way to the goddamn door and getting the hell out. That's what happens when you get microphone checked.
everybody's coming at.
Was created by Puerto Rican brothers and sisters, Black brothers and sisters in the Bronx. Black people and Puerto Ricans created one of the great art forms ever. Together. That's a fact. Under motherfucking disputed. Black and Puerto Rican created hip-hop.
And Spike Lee, you know this how. Let me tell you something. If Spike Lee is your source of who created hip-hop, then you ain't got no source on who created hip-hop. If you don't miss me with no damn Spike Lee. Spike Lee, this is who they go to. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. This is the same dude who was just talking a minute ago. And he said, if we don't believe that only Black Americans created hip hop, go ask Spike Lee. I don't have to ask Spike Lee. I tell Spike Lee it ain't the truth. Spike Lee ain't nobody we going to. How many people requested Spike Lee to be in Microphone Check? Did we say, let's look over the pioneers who pioneered graffiti, FBA, cornbread. Let's look over the FBAs who created b-boying, the b-boy stance, MCing, DJs, sound systems, all have been confirmed thoroughly in Microphone Check. Did we say let's overlook all of them and let's call up Spike Lee? There's a reason why Spike Lee wasn't in the damn movie. Because Spike Lee been out here tap dancing. He been out here coon walking all over the goddamn place. Ain't nobody listening to no damn Spike Lee. Spike Lee is the same one who was literally popping bottles when Joe Biden got elected. Take that somewhere else. And matter of fact, when you start talking about Spike Lee, you're dealing with somebody that for the longest time has been trying to create these bridges amongst two communities that don't exist, and then he got the nerve to get upset when foundational Black Americans regulate him. Spike Lee, let me tell you something. You, as well as everybody else out there running that type of game, y'all done been officially Microphone Check. And I want y'all to notice that finger right down in the middle, right there. Yeah, it's not the two ones, it's the one in the middle. Yep, take that one, Spike Lee. Real talk, every goddamn day, every which way.
Curated hip-hop.
Now, this is what I want to show y'all. I was saving this one for last, y'all. Oh, I was saving this one. I had to. This is what I needed the family. When I put this episode together, I said, it ain't a party until I show FBA this. The same Fat Joe that's been running around talking about who co-created hip-hop, talking about how it was 50-50, running to Spike Lee, running to Busta Rhymes, talking about the Jamaicans, talking about Puerto Ricans, talking all of that. The same Fat Joe that's been hanging out with Kamala, hanging out with Joe Biden, trying to get us to vote blue no matter who. The same Fat Joe who's not on nobody's top 5 list. And I don't mean top 5. I mean he's on nobody's top 5,000 list, okay? Not 5, not 15, not 25, 75, not 500. He's on nobody's top 5,000 list. So basically, the same whack-ass rapper who been running around with the Democrats, y'all know that we have Microphone Checked him to the point where not only is he blocking everybody. I woke up this morning and he had blocked me, which is wonderful. I love it. I'm going to put that right on up next to Holden Martin. Good one. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's an honor. Certified. Fat Joe started making a pivot. Y'all remember when Fat Joe started talking about Haiti all of a sudden? We played it here a few weeks ago. Fat Joe used to be all in FBA business. He was like, FBA this, FBA this. He kept talking about foundational Black Americans, right? That's what Fat Joe was doing. When he knew Microphone Check was coming, because they knew it was coming. Remember, it started off with the trailer. The trailer had him running. And then when the documentary came out, then they were scared. And then when we came out and supported it in the theaters, then they got petrified. So they went from worried to scared to petrified, and now they in straight up hiding. Do y'all know Fat Joe done popped up somewhere in the Middle East, and now he's actually out there giving out food to people in the Middle East? He took all his putting his nose in FBA business. We done regulated him, sent his ass right on back, the same way Busta Rhymes came in our business, tried to run to Jamaica, and Jamaica threw him back. Fat Joe now, y'all, is literally out in the Middle East trying to feed people, and he's trying to help people because he done took all of his business where he was dealing with FBA, and now he realizes that ship done sailed. Now he needs to go running, and he needs to go try to cosplay and colonize somebody else's culture. It started off with 50-50 with FBA. Now he talking about 50-50 with people in Saudi Arabia, 50-50 with people in Haiti, 50-50 with people in Turkey. The cosplaying ain't work over here, so he had to take it over there because FBA don't play that. Watch. Look at it. This is Fat Joe. Fat Joe, y'all. He ain't talking about us no more. Look at that. This is real footage. This is not AI. Fat Joe done gave up the whole 50-50 thing. You ain't seen Fat Joe talking about that. When was the last time you seen Fat Joe? Fat Joe jumped off of that goddamn ship. He knew Microphone Check was coming. I'm going to be real. We ain't really seen Fat Joe talking too much recklessness since Microphone Check the trailer came out. Look at him now. Look at him. We done shut that down to the floor. Look. He went from talking about Haiti, now he over there. Look, this ain't no lie, this receipts. Fat Joe got out of our business, and now he got to go in somebody else's business. We done sent the colonizer elsewhere. And let me tell y'all something. Family, I hate to be that person, but I got to be that person because I am that person. You know, Foundational Black Americans done put in some work. Y'all know, and y'all know I'm about to set up the punchline, and it's going to be funny as hell. You know that we done regulated Fat Joe to the point that he is completely petrified. Go back. Fat Joe has been hushed. Fat Joe switched talking about FBA. He started talking about Haiti and all these other people, right? Remember, all he talked about for 3 years was Black American, Black American, Black American. 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. Once Tariq dropped that trailer, hush, you ain't seen him no more. So you know we done microphone check Fat Joe to the point, y'all, where he's out there helping other people. When in the hell have y'all seen Fat Joe give away food? All right? If Fat Joe is giving food away, somebody somewhere, FBA, done ran his ass completely off the block because he don't look like he's the type to give food away. So if he giving away food, he's handing food out. That means he's seen something from somewhere that got him shook. Never thought I'd see the day when Mr. Fat Joe would give food away. One more time. Never thought I'd see the day when Fat Joe gave food away. I guess it has now, and I guess we're the reasons why. FBA, Certified Black Society, the Black Grassroots, we win again. Checkmate. So if that's the type of time it is, the same exact way that we gave it to Busta Rhymes, that we handled, no diddy, no doubt, Fat Joe, on behalf of the whole foundational Black American, Black Grassroots in this Black American summer, you have been officially microphone checked. You have been served your papers, and you can go ahead and kick rocks. FBA all goddamn day. Checkmate. All we do, man. I'm telling you, the receipts is, I don't know, how high is the receipts right now? Huh? How high are the victories? If we were stacking trophies, family, we wouldn't even have enough room at this point. Because all we doing is winning. They know what it is. They know. And we running them out the block. They running. I'm telling you, hey, not only giving away food, Fat Joe got on some track shoes, and he don't look like he been running too much. You know what I'm saying? So if he's running, he got on track shoes, and he's giving away food. I mean, goddamn, he doing a hell of a lot right now. It's funny, man. I knew foundational Black Americans, we were really exceptional people. I knew foundational Black Americans, we could really change the game, but I didn't really ever think that we would make Fat Joe give food away or make Fat Joe actually get on the treadmill. Like, I never do those things, all right? But, you learn something new every day, right? Especially when you FBA. Checkmate. So we done regulated that. We done kept it pushing. But I want y'all to notice what they were saying. It ain't just them, y'all. It's not just them. It's a whole nother play. You had people all across the country. See, this is why you got to regulate. Remember, it don't just end with who started it. Fat Joe started talking that nonsense. Then the next thing you know, Fat Joe led all the way in to everybody else. Fat Joe came, the Busta Rhymes came. These people start popping up out the woodwork. Next thing you know, family, we blinked. And everybody was saying that they co-created hip-hop. Everybody did. It started off with Fat Joe. Fat Joe turned into Busta Rhymes. Then out of nowhere, you started seeing Africans popping up. No lie. If you watch the film, they actually have receipts that show you every community is saying how they created hip-hop. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all notice they never argued with each other? Jamaicans say they co-created hip-hop. Puerto Ricans say they did. Then out of nowhere, Africans, they start showing up saying, actually, it was us, brother. But you notice they only want to have that debate with us. The way I'm looking at it is, if a Puerto Rican says he created hip-hop, a Jamaican says he created hip-hop, how come y'all not arguing? How come you're okay with him saying it, but y'all got a problem with the people who really did it? Foundational Black Americans are the only ones they want to argue with. It's like the whole go back to Africa. Notice they never tell the Jamaicans that. They don't never tell the Haitians that they're being divisive. They always team up together, and they always got a problem with us specifically. They don't never have that smoke for each other. In reality, if this person, you got 5 people in the room, they all say they created hip-hop. How come all 4 of them are only arguing with us? Because we are the truth. You want answers. You want confirmation that we're the real? Find out who everybody wants to team up with because they can't see us one-on-one. That part. So if you notice earlier, that lady said, I'm going to tell you who really started hip hop, Africans. So they got their little battle going on. We seen the whole little battle they had. They was talking about this, that, and the other thing, because we have started a civil war. You know, we on game. We started a damn civil war amongst the diaspora. Got these folks going back and forth with each other. Now, out of nowhere, y'all seen that lady say what? She said, in reality, Africans did it. Watch. Notice, they don't ever want to talk about their African heritage any other time. They only want to pull it out when they're in the jam. Notice how she throws in Africans, and then out of nowhere, who showed up saying, actually, we created hip-hop, brother.
Little bit of flavor, a little bit of elements, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But there would be no reggaeton without Panama or Jamaica. Facts. But if you really want to be petty, it's not Jamaican, it's not Panamanian, it's not Puerto Rican, it's African.
Boom. Now they want to talk about African, right? No other time do they want to talk about Africans. Now let's go into regulating season on this side of the fence. Watch this right here, family. Now, out of nowhere, you got folks trying to talk about Africa created hip hop. This is why you got to regulate. Regulating is essential. You are not on code unless you got a code of regulating. That's just what it is, what it will always be, y'all. Point blank, bottom line. So it starts off with we 50-50 co-created something. Then 50-50 turns into 80-20. And then eventually they just start saying, we created it. They start off being friendly. I always tell you, everybody who comes after our lineage, they always start off being endearing. You know why, right? You know why? The reason why people always come in as our friends, because they know coming at us direct, they'll get mollywopped. They know what it is. They know coming at FBA straight up is a problem. So they got to go in through the back door, the back window. There's always some sneaky stuff. Anybody who ever has a problem with FBA, they always have to come in as a friend first. Brother Malcolm X said it. Some come with a bite and a smile. Some come with a bite and a growl. They know a bite and a growl going to be real serious for them. So they say, well, let's come with a smile. So they say, let's start off with 50-50. Then it'll turn into 80-20. And then 80-20, we'll just erase them completely out the paint. That's what started to happen. So Fat Joe said, we're going to go ahead and say 50-50. Then next thing you know, Busta Rhymes said co-created it. And then eventually the African came in, and what he said, the African don't talk about 50-50. Y'all notice that, right? Y'all notice that. It was Fat Joe and Busta Rhymes who were saying 50-50. When the African and the Afrobeats and all these people saying, you really got the drums and everything from Africa, they came in saying they started the whole thing. That's why we had to regulate. That's why microphone check was essential. That's why all of us who attended the premiere, whether we were there in the flesh or whether we were there in spirit, it was very, very important that we made the declaration that we did. We on code right now, y'all. We regulating everything and we regulating everybody. Because this person says 50-50, that person says 80-20, the next guy shows up and he says, we started it. So now you got people talking about Africa started hip hop and they start coming out the blue. And notice, we done regulated all them. But look at this right here. This guy's talking about Africa did this, Africa did this, Africa did this, ain't got one half a receipt. But it shows you how far they'll reach. This is why they all get microphone checked. I don't give a damn what side of the ocean, what side of the lake, what side of the village, what side of the river, what side of the water well, what side of the desert your ass is in. If you disrespect, false claim of cosplay, foundational Black American culture right here today, regulators is coming to get you.
But even our vernacular is a result of transgenerational epigenetic inheritance. Before slang terminology such as the show, airware, and song about, you'll find that within the indigenous languages of West Africa, Middle and...
First off, dude talking too fast. Hold up. This is what we're talking about. Notice already, when you come to the indigenous nature of the 25% of the third, fourth, fifth, hell no.
So not only can our music, dances, and fashion resemble that of our ancient ancestors, but even our vernacular is a result of transgenerational epigenetic inheritance. Before slang terminology such as the show, airware, and song about, you'll find that within the indigenous languages of West Africa, middle and ending syllables were commonly excluded from words, just like in slang. This grammatical habit was carried on even after Africans were enslaved and forced to speak English, which resulted in what we know now as Ebonics, which comes from the words ebony and phonics, meaning black language.
The word method of speaking and communicating, the word part of the African culture.
Stop. One more time. For all that babbling.
Not only can our music, dances, and fashion resemble that of our ancient ancestors, but even our vernacular is a result of transgenerational epigenetic inheritance.
This man said transgenerational epic endemic inheritance. What the hell did this do? I can't even remember what the hell he said. Hold up.
Transgenerational epigenetic inheritance.
Transgenerational epidemic inheritance. Let me tell y'all something. It ain't even that goddamn deep. When somebody come to you and they start talking about the formulating of the spectrum of the 25% of the third of the formula that came in from the West Hemisphere and the stratosphere came all together and created hip hop based on the epidemic inheritance. Your ass is lying. Okay, let me give it to you real simple. All right, we foundations. All right, we make it plain. You're lying. All right, you're capping. You're faking the front. You're swagger jacking. Get all of that out of here. I told y'all, don't ever trust somebody that gives you these big ass statements, these big ass complex syllables when they trying to explain something that you can explain in 2 goddamn words. All right. This man said the epidemical inheritance from the symbolic syllables that came from Africa during the slave trade and our psychosis mentos of our brain activated the right and left hemispheres. Man, if you don't get the hell out of here with it. If you got to go that far to try to steal foundational Black American culture, then your ass better steal the goddamn doorknob on your way out the goddamn house before we toss you out the goddamn house. Try again with that one. Try again. So this one now is one of these people that they try to get real intellectual with it, y'all. You got to be very careful with these people. These are the ones that come around and they start saying things like, well, you know that foundational Black Americans, what really ended up happening was we have an inheritance that is in our brains and we learn through the great, they don't ever talk about our ancestors here in America, right? You know, they don't ever talk about the Maroons. They don't talk about the thousands of years we were here. They don't ever talk about what we get from our ancestors immediately on this soil. They want to talk about damn near ancient Africans. They say our ancient African minds created hip hop. So when you listen to Tupac, they telling you that it's not FBA culture. Tupac from New York / Baltimore / California. It's not none of those places. No. It's his ancient African symbolic gestures in the spectrum that came all the way back from ancient Ethiopia. That's what he's saying. So when you listen to DMX, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. When you listen to DMX, Rough Rider anthem, stop, drop, shut him down, open up shop, that has nothing to do with Yonkers, New York. Nope, that has everything to do with his inheritance of his brain hemispheres that go all the way back to goddamn Ghana, all right? In the year 802. AD. This is what this man is talking about. This is where they try to run that game on us, y'all. And we don't go for none of that. They reach it. This is why I'm saying, notice the other groups start talking 50-50. This dude coming in talking about ancient inheritance. This is something I say around my way. I say it ain't even that deep. All right. Sometimes when people get all complex with it, just tell them it ain't even that deep. All right. Right here, foundational Black Americans, our ethnicity, our culture, our nationality, our lineage, we created hip hop. Miss me with all of that ancient African stuff. Miss me with all of that symbolic ancient memory. Miss me with the tribes from 1407. Miss me with the tribes from 403. Miss me with the tribes from 517 AD. All right? It's about FBA right here in America. And if you ain't talking about FBA right here in America, your ass is hurt. That dude done blew a goddamn shoulder out because he reaching down the block and around the corner. But guess what, y'all? He was not done. The continued babble continued on. Watch this, y'all.
As far as graffiti goes, I don't gotta dive too deep to show that our ancestors were also known for writing on walls.
Stop. I had to. This man said as far as graffiti goes, our ancestors used to write on walls. Family, is he connecting graffiti in America to the ancient text in Egypt? Stop. We have to quit with this. This has gotten out of control. I done seen enough. The man is trying to say that graffiti in America comes from writing ancient text on the walls in Africa. Who the hell wakes up in the morning and says, I got me some spray paint, I'm about to go tag something down at the subway, and I'm doing it because the ancient Africans in Kemet done sparked the chemical brain imbalance in my mind from literally 92,000 years ago. If you don't get the hell out of here, homie, hell no. I done heard it all with that one. Graffiti is about the ancient text in Africa. Our dances are about the ancient dances in Africa. And us creating the music is based on Africans humming way back in the desert, way in 1702 BC or whatever year. If you don't get lost with that one, I done heard some reaches before, but you know when it comes to these folks.
Farther back than that, prehistoric graffiti actually dates back.
Prehistoric. Y'all think I'm playing. This man literally said prehistoric. Confirmed the oldest known art in the world is spray painted graffiti. This man is reaching.
More than 30,000 years and was first discovered in Paleolithic caves. Not to mention that our natural
Paleolithic, y'all. Not America. Not North Carolina. Not South Carolina. Not Virginia. Not Ohio. Not Michigan. Not Alabama. Not Arkansas. Not Georgia. Not Florida. Not the South. Nope. Prehistoric ancient caves is where this man is saying hip-hop came from. Hip-hop did not come from America. It didn't come from the East Coast. It didn't come from the South. It came from ancient caves somewhere in Africa. Damn.
Tribal.
Oh, by the way, notice right there, he's talking about ancient caves, right? Look at the picture. That don't look like no African he got right there. That don't look like no African. Nope. Checkmate.
Tribal instinctive behavior may be the reason why African American children are more likely to fall victim to gangs, which man.
Right there. Listen what he said. He said tribalistic behavior is why Black Americans will join gangs. So this man done connected gangs in America to tribalism in Africa. If that ain't some reverse psychology trying to get us to put on the tribalism jacket that we do not do, that we do not wear in the most roundabout, desperate, dingy ass fashion, there you go right there. You right, Summer Breeze. You right all the way. Absolutely. Absolutely. This man said we join gangs based on tribalism in Africa. Okay, then why are they still tribalistic today? Can't get along today. Let the colonizer come in and colonize their whole goddamn continent today, but we over here regulating and G-checking. If you don't take that down the damn block. But this is what you're dealing with these people, y'all. Now, it don't stop just with that. I want y'all to see how when we say they don't even be on the same page with each other, they don't be on the same page with each other. These folks run their mouth and they say all those things right there. I'm going to show you how hip-hop, a foundational Black American creation that came from the very first foundational Black American right here in this country. Let's go there. There's no time that you can put on foundational Black American music because foundational Black music came before anybody was on this continent. When you go back to the Maroons, when you go back to the indigenous era, I'm talking about the first foundational Black Americans that were here. I'm talking about thousands of years before America was created. That's where the music came from. The music comes from the indigenous people. We are the indigenous people. By the time we put a name on it, by the time we put a date on it, by the time it made it to New York, it had already cultivated through the South. We all know that because we all come from the South. Our homeland is not Africa. Our homeland is right here in America, in particular, the South. I'm standing in the South right now. So we know the music comes from the people. The people been here since day one. So as long as there were indigenous people right here in this land, day one, as long as there were native people in this land, us, they was humming, they was singing, they was taking their experiences. They took their indigenous experiences, they took their native experiences, they took their maroon experiences, then they went in and they took the slavery experiences for those who came over later. Then they took the Reconstruction experiences. Then they took the Civil War experiences. Then they went to the Civil Rights experiment. Then all of a sudden it went to the experiences of civil rights. Then you started to see what we know now today is hip hop. Family, I said that in about 15 seconds, and it literally capsulized thousands of years of where hip hop came from. Didn't say Africa one time. Didn't say Puerto Rico one time. Didn't say Jamaica one time. The only thing that you're going to see is America. And every time you look at America, you're looking at us. You ever want to see America? Go look in the mirror because we are the culture. That part. So miss me with all the ancient Africa talk. Miss me with all the Caribbean talk. Miss me with all the 50-50 talk. It's all about us from day one moving forward. I'm going to show you right now how hip hop really got to Africa. Hip hop did not start in Africa. We know that. And if they did, I mean, y'all created hip hop, but you can't even keep your homeland. Yeah, exactly. You're running from your homeland, colonizers over there. Watch this guy right here. He's going to tell you how hip hop really got to Africa. And I want y'all to notice something. I'm going to tell you right now. Let me go ahead and give you a spoiler. Hip hop got to Africa through Europe. Yeah, hip hop got to Africa through the European, aka hip hop got to Africa through the W's. Hip hop did not start in Africa. Hip hop was brought to Africa, and it was based on Europeaners taking our culture. Watch this right here. Black Alpha Network exclusive. Yes, smash the like button. Listen, everybody in here right now. I got the whole family in here. We super deep. We super deep. I need you right now. Smash the like button right here. Black Alpha Network. Yes, indeed. I need y'all right now. Subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. Yes, indeed. I need to get me some certified salutes up in here because this is certified Black society, and we building, we working, we shining, we grinding. Make sure you subscribe. I don't care what you're doing. Smash that like button and subscribe because we're building something powerful. I said last week we're going to take Black activism to a whole nother level, and I say we because we are the culture. Family Tree FBA. And make sure that whatever you do, if you can make it, come to DC because I want to see everybody and I want to meet everybody. I'm going to be out there dapping, hugging everybody. I cannot wait to see the family. I live for seeing the family. I live for this. It's good to talk, but it's better to talk in person. So I can't wait to see everybody in DC. It's going to be a beautiful event. Certified salute to the whole Black grassroots. I cannot wait. Family, we talked about it and it's almost here. Remember how long ago we were talking about microphone check? And it's here. Now we was talking about the rally and it's here. So what's going to happen next, y'all? It's going to be a beautiful thing. And let me tell you, if we created these waves based on the documentary and us going to the theaters and having a great time, imagine what we're going to do when we go to the rally and stand on reparations. Oh, it's going to be powerful. It's going to be, and I'm going to say this on record, the rally for reparations, June 15, Washington, D.C., will be the most powerful day in Black American modern history. Yes, indeed. This is not going to be no riot where we out there trying to get the police to say something back to us. Won't be no Black Lives Matter showing up. This is going to be the most powerful day because we're going to stand together and we're going to stand on business. It will be the biggest reparations rally. It will be in an election season and the Black American summer, and everybody who's going to be there, we're going to hold it down. And if you can't make it, we're going to hold you down in spirit. It will be the biggest, most powerful day for Black empowerment, and the whole world is watching. I'm not talking about one country. I'm not talking about one continent. Every single soul on this planet will have their eyes on us. And y'all know what happens when they put their eyes on us. We put on a show. So mark that date in your calendar, y'all. I will be one of the speakers as well as a plethora of other great speakers, but I'm going to be there the whole week and we're going to have a damn good time. Certified salute to everybody. This is how we do it. Black Alpha Network. Let's proceed though, family, because we got some straight up receipts to give y'all. Watch how hip hop came to Africa. And it was not because they started it. It's because they were already colonized and they was listening to what the colonizers were listening to. The colonizers was listening to rap, so that's how they picked it up. Watch this.
Africa through France, where there was a DJ Sydney who always used to play hip hop on his radio show. And this radio show later evolved into a TV show called Hip Hop, which was the first national TV show about hip hop. And also,
wait a minute. Whoa, listen to what he said. Hip hop came through Africa because of a DJ that was playing stuff that came out in the 1980s. What happened to ancient Africa? What happened to the inheritance of the epidemic spectrum and the symbolic gestures? What happened to all of that? I thought dude just a second ago was saying that we got this from ancient Africa. What the hell is this man talking about the first time? This dude saying that it came from Europe. Tether's got to get on the same page. One thing about FBA, we on the same page. These tethers tell 1,000 different stories. Let me tell you, if you got 35,000 tethers in one place, you're going to get 35 different stories.
Africa through France, where there was a DJ Sydney who always used to play hip hop on his radio show. And this radio show later evolved into a TV show called Hip Hop, which was the first national TV show about hip hop and also the first French TV show to be hosted by a Black man. In case you're wondering what France has to do with this, remember, almost half of all African countries are French speaking. So
stop. Listen to what he said. Listen to what he said. Receipts, receipts, receipts. Listen to what he said. Hip hop came to Africa through France. Why? It's because the majority of African countries have been colonized, and most of them speak some type of French. Africa did not clearly create hip hop. Hell, they can't even create societies that aren't colonized. So you ain't creating hip hop. Hip hop is an art form about being thyself. Hip hop is an art form about being proud. Every single thing that you hear in hip hop is not indicative of these other places because these other places are not prideful. So how can a place that's not prideful make prideful music? No, the only place and the only people that are prideful is foundational Black Americans. That's why the music reflects our culture, not theirs. I'm going to put that on the side. We're going to get back to that point. This point shows you that the majority of them have been colonized by France. France would listen to brothers and sisters that would go over there in World War I, World War II, and we would bring our FBA culture over there. Europeaners in Europe would listen to hip hop, and then through their radio, they would broadcast that stuff to Africa. That is how Africa got in on hip hop. That's not just what I'm saying. That's clearly what this African man is saying.
Through France, where there was a DJ, Sydney, who always used to play hip hop on his radio show. And this radio show later evolved into a TV show called Hip Hop, which was the first national TV show about hip hop, and also the first French TV show to be hosted by a Black man. In case you're wondering what France has to do with this, remember, almost half of all African countries are French speaking. So when these Africans heard that there was an African hosting a French television show, they were so excited. And then the African migrants in France started dubbing these radio and TV shows onto cassettes. And a similar thing was also happening in New York. So
the African migrants in France, y'all know the same ones that you see right now that are over there in Europe, and the Europeans are trying to kick them out. They started dubbing the tapes, and they started taking that stuff back to Africa. This was their introduction to hip hop, not your ancient caves, not your ancient memory. It all starts with this. This is literally, family, only in the 1980s and 90s.
Migrants from France and from New York started siphoning their cassettes with these TV and radio shows to Africa. So this means hip hop entered Africa through Senegal, because Senegal is the sub-Saharan African country that's closest to France.
Look at that right there. He's mapping it out. Right up there. Let's be real. I'm going to add the South. Starts right there in the South, cultivate it, and put the stamp on it in New York. Then it comes over here. Europeans take it, and then they bring it back to them. This is a documentation, a step-for-step program of how hip-hop got to Africa. And it was not by them creating it, it's by them getting it given to them. The same way the colonizer gave them the language that they speak now, the same way the colonizer gives them the roads, the same way the colonizer gives them the bridges, the same way the colonizer gives them the schools and the orders to follow, is the same way the colonizer gave them hip-hop. The Europeans took it from us, and then they took it from them. Checkmate.
And also closest to New York. So hip hop started spreading slowly in Africa and was met with some resistance, because the most important aspects of hip hop, which are the lyrics, the flow, and the overall message, are things that could only be understood by the few privileged high school and college level people. But artists knew the impact that hip hop had.
Listen to what he said. Oh, that was a key point. He says right there, y'all, he clearly states, he says that it was initially met with resistance. Whoa. If you created something, how the hell is going to get met with resistance? That's another point, y'all. Y'all notice that we're the only people that never met hip-hop with resistance? Let's go there. When you start hearing about the Puerto Ricans, and they covered this in Microphone Check, they said their family resisted them going to our parties. Their families resisted them watching us and listening to our music. They were initially met with resistance when they tried to get involved in hip hop. Same with the Jamaicans. This is why anytime they came over here, don't talk to them, don't talk to Black folks. They met hip hop with resistance. You're here right now. Dude said that the Africans met hip hop with resistance. We didn't have to meet hip hop with resistance because we aren't the ones who were introduced to hip hop. We introduced you to hip hop. There ain't no resistance with us because we created it. You can't have resistance to your own creation. You aren't introduced to your own creation. Notice how every single cosplayer has a story about when they first met hip hop. We don't have no stories about meeting hip hop because we are hip hop. Do you remember when you met yourself? You can't meet your damn self. You were you from day one. I ain't walking around saying, damn, I met myself 10 years ago. No, they met hip hop. Hip hop knocked on their door, or they went and knocked on hip hop's door. We were the house already. So not only do these people have stories of introductions to hip hop, and these people also say when they came to America that they were here, but they all came with suitcases. You can't come to America with a suitcase and say that you built America, because when we built America, there wasn't no such thing as a suitcase. All right. That's what you call indigenous, the real natives. You cannot be introduced to hip hop if you're the one who created hip hop. Their stories and our stories don't match. Just the same way, the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we move is different. That right there is another checkmate. So we got microphone checkmates, and we giving them out across the board. Watch our dude right here. He continuously says it was met with resistance. This is what they don't want us to see, y'all, because in reality, what this African man is doing is he's telling all their African secrets. He is putting the complete nail in the story of Africans creating hip hop. We didn't even have to do it.
Or message are things that could only be understood by the few privileged high school and college level people. But artists knew the impact that hip hop had. So they started substituting the English lyrics with African languages, as well as making a documentary.
They started substituting our language with their language and their lyrics. Okay, so they started to cosplay. That's a nice way of saying they started to cosplay. And it's also a nice way of saying that you came second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, definitely not first. And by the way, look at this documentary right here that they were watching. We were sitting here talking about watching Microphone Check. Look at this documentary that he said they were watching.
African languages, as well as making a documentary.
Family, is any of this right here our originators? What the hell were they watching? It's about to get worse. I want y'all to go ahead and lock in. Watch right here what he's about to say help influence Africa with hip hop. And y'all gonna laugh, so get ready.
About hip hop in South Africa, and this helped spread hip hop across Africa. And in a weird way, the popularity of Michael Jackson caused an interest in dancing, which also increased the interest in hip hop.
So this a minute ago, the guy told us that hip hop dances came from ancient Africa. This guy's telling us that they got a lot of their dances from Michael Jackson. Last time I checked, Michael Jackson was from Gary, Indiana. Last time I checked, Gary, Indiana's in the Midwest. And the Midwest is in the United States of America. Checkmate again.
Since hip hop was associated with break dancing. And then there was a popular sitcom being watched across Africa starring.
Here we go. Watch this. Let me tell y'all what he's about to say influenced hip hop. If this started hip hop in your culture, if this right here was your introduction to hip hop, you ain't create nothing.
A sitcom being watched across Africa starring a hip hop star called The Fresh Prince.
Damn it. Y'all, did y'all hear that? A moment of silence for the lie that hip hop came from Africa. Can we get some flowers or something? Did the man just say that hip hop in Africa was introduced by The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, a damn comedy show that came out in hip hop that's been around in our culture for thousands of years? They didn't get until the 1990s with Will Smith, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and Uncle Phil. What the hell did I just hear? Hip hop spread across Africa because of Will Smith and the Fresh Prince. By the time hip hop spread over there, family, Will Smith had already made it to a damn sitcom, and he was about to be in movies over here in America, and they were still on day one. Y'all laughing? Y'all wrong for that. Even though I'm wrong too, because I'm laughing too. This man literally said that it came from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where he spent most of his days. He did not stay in the village where he spent most of his days. He did not stay in the desert where he spent most of his days, okay? He had to go move with his auntie and uncle in Bel-Air, all right? Not move to Ghana, not move to the Ivory Coast, not move to Somalia, all right? He said he had to move to Bel-Air. It's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not the Fresh Prince of Somalia or Nigeria. This is how hip-hop spread to your culture. It took Will Smith in 1991 to do this, a man from Philadelphia, if y'all don't get out the paint with these damn lies, this capping, this fake in the front, at this point, it is pure comedy. I'm not surprised that a comedy special, a comedy show made y'all get introduced to hip hop because your whole goddamn lie is comedy. Proceed.
And this helped normalize and also keep spreading hip hop across Africa. And then around the mid 90s, hip hop started being recognized in African music awards, and channels like MTV and Channel O also helped push hip hop into Africa. And then the popularity of hip hop started growing even more when it started getting into the youth, and the NGOs recognized this and started creating shows for raga and hip hop to draw Africa through France, where there was
checkmate. Case closed, case closed, closed. What they gonna do now? It's all it take, man. All it takes is a couple receipts. That's all it takes is a few receipts. When we put the receipts on the table, they can't do nothing. See, we don't just put them down. You know, it's like when you play dominoes, you slam it on the table. That's what we do, y'all. That's what we do. So that myth, that thing, created hip hop, has been exposed. Y'all look at that right there. Moment of silence. All right, proceed. That right there, y'all. They know what type of time it is. They know all the ancient African and the symbolic gestures and the mind behind, all the guessing, all the thinking, all of that right there, y'all, has been officially foundational Black American, Black grassroots. That and Busta Rhymes' new hairline has all been microphone checked. That is what happens when you deal with certified Black society. You ain't got no choice, y'all. No damn choice at all. Here we go. This is what it is. This is what it is. We put it down. We put it on the line. They see it. They ain't got no choice but to see it because we put it right in front of them, y'all. Let me show y'all something, though. This is what I want to show you. This is why we celebrate our generation. This is why we celebrate our culture. This is why Microphone Check was so monumental. This is why the Rally for Reparations, the Black Grassroots, all of y'all who be putting all of this energy out there in the air, y'all be pressing these people. This is what the Black Grassroots does. All the beautiful cities that y'all are all from that we built, all the beautiful regions that y'all are all from that we built, y'all be the ones out there seeing these people saying, we co-created hip-hop. Y'all say, hell no. It just ain't about the big screen. It's about what y'all doing every single day to regulate this. It's a whole team effort. This is what be going down. I want y'all to see this right here. This is the difference between us now and them in the past. Look at this right here. This is a Source magazine. Mace and the Locks, Bad Boys, Young Lions. I want y'all to notice something. I'm going to point something out. This was, I want to say, 1997. And I'm going to show y'all why we today have to do so much regulating because of the bull energy that they were trying to push back then. Look at what I circled right there in blue and what the arrow is pointing to. This was what people tried to project back in the 1990s. It says, the cancer of racism. Does hip hop have the cure? This is something that nobody picked up on. This is a Black Alpha Network exclusive, y'all. I want y'all to see that. It says, the cancer of racism. Does hip hop have the cure? There was this thing back in the 90s and even the 80s where they wanted to have all these people coming to the community. They wanted to change the world through hip hop. They wanted to change the world through everybody. You got that copy? I see. Oh, you had that copy? No doubt. I see you, family. Yes, indeed. Yeah. This is for all the brothers and sisters who old enough to remember, okay? This is why I'm always saying, don't let these people come to folks who's 19, 16. Go talk to somebody who's in their 30s. Go talk to somebody who's in their 40s. That's why you're going to get the real story. The real story. That's why Microphone Check was such a good film. Because in Microphone Check, Tariq didn't go get these new little rappers today. He went and got the pioneers. He went and got the people who were there in the very beginning. You can't make a film about hip hop that's talking about the origins where we putting that flag in the ground and you go get a rapper now. A rapper now gonna come out, he gonna have 3 songs, they gonna last to the summer. Y'all know right now, it's May, right? How many rappers is gonna have a song right now and they ain't even gonna make it to August? Hell, are they gonna make it to July? These folks ain't even lasting summers. I remember one-hit wonders used to at least last a year. These folks ain't even lasting a year no more. They'll have one song and then they'll disappear. How many times you watch an award show and these folks who be nominated, you don't even know who they are. So it was very, very intelligent, wise for Tariq to go get the real pioneers. That's why the film is so captivating. It's so riveting because you can hear the story from the originators opposed to just who's hot right now. They only get who's hot right now because they'll tell a hot right now story. And they'll just start talking about Jamaicans and Puerto Ricans. He went and got the old school. When you want to talk history, go get the old school. You don't go to the family reunion and start talking about the history of your family with your cousin who's in high school. You don't go to the family cookout and want to hear about how your grandparents grew up, and then you go talk to the person who's the youngest. You go to your grandfather, you go to your aunt, your uncle, your mama, your daddy, and they gonna tell the stories from the past. That's an FBA thing, all right? We don't do tribalism. We do the family tree. So that's why that film was so good. It was like a family reunion when we got together. But while we watched it, it was kind of like a family affair because it felt like you were at the cookout listening to your grandfather talk. We all could take that. We could all feel that vibe, especially when they start talking about North Carolina, South Carolina. They start talking about the combination between the North and the South and migration. It was a beautiful thing. It was a history lesson on top of being a documentary. Matter of fact, it was a history lesson inside of a doc. But this right here used to go on way back in the 90s. They had this thing where everybody comes to hip hop concerts. They wanted to be included. They wanted to push this story that everybody was on the same page and rap music was going to change the world. If any of y'all remember, I was a little boy, but I remember watching TV. I watched TV. I watched the real shows when I was young. And I used to see the little documentaries. I used to see the little ABC news specials. And they would have all these W kids. And they would be at our events. And these little W kids be out there talking about how they love rap music. And they be talking about how rap music's going to change the world. And rap music puts us all together. And we're all on the same page. They was trying to push that narrative. The same way they try to push the narrative nowadays when Breonna Taylor gets harmed and a bunch of W kids come showing up at the protest. Man, the world changing now. These little W kids today, they not going to let you talk bad to their black friends. Y'all remember Obama was pulling that. Obama was running around here talking about the way my kids today hang out with their little W friends. It shows me change is here. That's what they used to do with rap concerts. They used to talk about how all the W kids would come to see NWA. All the W kids would come and see the Puff Daddy tour, the Hard Knock Life tour, the Cash Money Rough Rider tour. They would have whole specials, y'all. I promise you. They would have whole specials. And on those specials, they would literally have nothing but W kids. And they would be listening to Snoop Dogg and all that stuff. This was them trying to hypnotize us to think that hip hop was bridging some gap. The sad part about that is this, though, family, and this is why they were foolish to think that. That was nothing new. That was nothing new. It didn't just start with hip-hop doing that. Hip-hop was a more mainstream art form in the 90s, but fam, they did the same thing with rock and roll. You had people that were literally watching black folks get hosed and dogs sicked on them, and then they was going and dancing to the Temptations that same night. At 12 o'clock lunchtime, you see black folks getting hit with billy clubs and getting water hose sprayed on them. And then later on at night, you was going to watch the Supremes come to your town, and then they was dancing. Go watch the Temptations movies, and you see the crowd was split. All the black folks on this side and the W's on this side. They've been coming to our concerts. They've been coming to our shows. They've been there taking notes. The same thing that Fat Joe and them were doing in the Bronx, how they was coming in and watching us, that's the same thing the W's was doing in the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s. We are the popular culture in America. They've been watching us. They were watching Little Richard. They were watching Chuck Berry. You've seen it. They were watching all of that. They've been dancing to our stuff. They know one thing. You hate all foundational black Americans, but yet you still get entertained by foundational black Americans. They know how to separate the two. It was only black folks who were off code who thought the damn music was going to bridge the gap, who thought these folks was going to come dance with you, and then they was going to somehow open their hearts to you and be your friend. It's the same thing that went on in the East Coast. You think just because these people come to your party, they start spinning on the ground and breakdancing after they watched you breakdance, you thought somehow that was going to make them put away their anti-blackness? You think you was going to music your way out of anti-black racism? You thought you was going to dance your way out of anti-black racism? You thought in the 1940s you was going to guitar your way out of it? You thought you was going to piano your way out of it? You thought you was going to flute and clarinet your way out of anti-black racism? This is something that they thought then that we don't fall for today. We not going for that. We know damn well when these people come to our concerts, they're there to steal. When they come to our shows, they're there to steal. They come to our riots and our protests and steal. They literally will come, see Black Americans say, no justice, no peace. They say no justice, no peace. They see Black Americans say, I'm a man. They say, I'm a man. They see Black Americans say, power to the people. They say, power to the people. Everywhere where people come, where foundational Black Americans are at, they're coming to steal. That's what they do. Nobody comes to be 50-50 with Black folks. Nobody comes to assist Black folks. If you believe that, then you need to sit down and get a crash course in the system of supremacy, the SOS. That ain't how it works. The game don't work. So what ended up happening, y'all? Elvis Presley used to sit back and he would watch Black folks because he was one of them. Elvis Presley was one of them folks in the crowd watching Black folks when he was a little kid, and they were saying, look how that little W boy was in the crowd. Look how he was dancing. Man, I'm telling you, one day now, we going to sing and dance, and they going to like us now. They going to love us because we can make them dance. That's what they thought back then, y'all, that they was going to sing their way. Elvis was watching them as a kid. By the time Elvis became a teenager, he could do all the dances. He sang with a Black scent, and then he started making music, and they said, oh, by the way, it wasn't Chuck Berry, and it wasn't Little Richard. No. Elvis Presley's the king. And if you watch Microphone Check, they don't just stop at Elvis. They start talking about how every single genre was hijacked. And then they tell you who was the main person doing the hijacking. Yeah, it's real. It's real. There were some receipts in that movie. They play it. Not only do they actually play Black people rapping on tracks way back, some of that music was good. They was playing songs from the goddamn 1940s and 30s with Black folks rapping. And I'm telling you right now, I will play that in my car. I'll crank it up and be riding down the street listening to some 1940s hip hop. Yes, I will. And it's better than all these other places. You can take a foundational Black American who was rapping on the song and rapping to the one way back in 1940, and it's better than all the stuff coming from the Caribbean and all the stuff coming from Africa. Real. But this is how they do it. You have Black folks make jazz, then they make jazz, and they put a crown on their head. Black folks make country. Look right now with Beyonce. Beyonce comes out, and she makes country music. We created it, and they make sure that she's a guest. They say, we're not going to nominate Beyonce. Beyonce better not come around here. They got a wall up when it comes to their culture. Black folks, we were saying, come on in. I don't care. Will hip-hop cure racism? How in 1997 are you making the same mistake that they were making in 1937, 1947, 1957, 1967? Literally, that was 50, 60 years of making the same excuses. You think you're going to entertain these folks out of their hatred for you. That ain't how it works. As a matter of fact, that actually makes them more angry because you do something better than them. That's how the system of supremacy works. And that's what we don't fall for. So as they sang and danced themselves, these folks was watching, then they took over. And it ain't just them. Remember, you also have the POCs and the TOCs, the tethers of color. And they do the same thing to dominant society. So as Elvis did it, Fat Joe was doing it. You understand that? So as Jerry Lee Lewis was doing that, that's the same thing Busta Rhymes was doing. That's the thing. Only difference was Busta Rhymes was putting on that mask and he was acting like he was one of us. And they was like, come on in. 20, 30 years later, he got a Jamaican accent and he never had one way back in the 90s. This is how they hijack your culture. So you have to be careful of any of those things where they're running around here pretending to be on our side and acting like it. Them folks would attend a beat down the blacks at night while they was at a concert the day before. This is what they do right here. So look at that right there, family. This is what they doing. Yes, TOCs, tethers of color. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We on them, family. But that right there, it says, the cancer of racism, does hip hop have the cure? And man, I used to see all of those little specials. Those specials would be sitting there talking about, man, we're all here to listen to Puff Daddy and all this stuff. And then next thing you know, family, they was flipping. And then they try to give them back to us. This is what they try to do with us, but we're not going for it. And let me say this. Them folks, like I said, they would drive to our concerts, rap in the same venue with black folks for a little bit. And I'm telling you, soon as you walk out of that venue, they go back to their neighborhood. They don't go home. That's what I'm saying. These folks ain't ever with us anywhere where it's something serious. They'll do something powerless with you They'll never do something powerful with you. That's the difference between us and them. That's the difference between our generation and theirs. Our generation, we're on that microphone check energy. You ain't coming to a concert and saying how we friends. You're not coming to a dance and saying how we brothers. Them days are over. We have microphone checked to the point where we see everything. I'm telling y'all, this is the era in the generation. In this generation era, I don't care how old you are, this generation is about being on code. We say the code is the leader, the code is the generation. So if you're a living, breathing, foundational Black American and you on code, we calling everybody out. We not falling for them games no more. So as all of them folks have officially been microphone checked, let's talk about the person who has been the most devastated by the microphone check. This right here is what we speaking about, y'all. Let's go there. This man right here has been the main one talking about foundational Black American culture. This has been the main one hating on FBA every way he could. This has been the main guy, y'all, that has been trying to tell us what our culture is about. This has been the main one who's trying to hate on our culture. This has been the main one who's been trying to steal. He's been leading all of this FBA hate. He's been leading the cosplaying. Yeah. Not to mention the regulation has been in full effect because brothers and sisters have been regulating. Notice it started off with the FBA family, like Certified Black Society. We were the ones who really started regulating him in the grassroots. And now you're seeing videos popping up on YouTube where he's literally getting regulated by just anybody. Everybody follows our lead, y'all. Everybody follows our lead. So as we first started off talking about this guy trying to hate on our culture, it kind of started leading into everybody else going in on this guy. This is what we do. When foundational Black Americans put it down, everybody else follows suit. Yeah, so them tears are flowing. Them tears are coming down. This man is upset. Nobody has been regulated more. Nobody has had to feel that FBA sting. Nobody more than that one. You told the biggest lie, you get the biggest regulator. That's just the way it goes. It's an FBA thing. But yo, back burner. Before we go there, let me tell you one more thing. I got it. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this up, y'all. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this up. We were just talking about Africa, right? We regulated Africa to the point where I forgot about somebody else who been running around here talking reckless on foundational Black Americans, all right? Notice, I showed Busta Rhymes talking reckless, then I showed you him getting G-checked. I showed you Fat Joe talking reckless, then I showed you the G-check. Let me show y'all this person real quick, because this person right here hurt real bad. Y'all subscribe to the channel. We got 1.3 thousand people in the building, in the place. It is the Black American Summer. Black Alpha Network. We coming to DC, y'all. We gonna hold it down. We gonna put out that positive energy. Make sure you smash that like button while we're here. But we getting on it right now as a family, and it don't stop. Let's go. Y'all remember this guy? That guy crying right now too. Can we talk about this guy right here? Can I get to this guy real quick before we go ahead and get on the other one? Because y'all know we just running down the list and regulating everybody, right? Y'all remember this dude right here? This guy right here was talking reckless. He was saying that we didn't have a coach. He was another one of them. Y'all's ain't got no coaches. He was another one out here trying to get our braids and trying to put a gold grill in your mouth, trying to act like you from Birmingham, Alabama up in here, and your ass is from Nigeria. This is another person that been talking reckless about foundational Black Americans. And let me tell you how strong the G-check is when it comes to this guy. Family, certified family. Where this guy been? Where he been lately? Y'all seen him lately? Is he hiding the same way Busta Rhymes is? Busta Rhymes, he done got canceled on his day off 3 damn times. Yeah. Fat Joe, he out here blocking folks, giving away food, putting on track shoes. All of them, the one thing they got in common, y'all, is that all of them got them damn tears running down their face. If you see the tears, that means FBA has been here. And since FBA been here, all these folks is hurt. Yeah, we put receipts, we put spoilers, we put invoices, we put tax returns on the table. All we doing is predicting the future. We said that it was going to end bad for everybody trying to steal our culture. We said the regulating was going to come down. And I personally said when it did, we was going to put them on that big-ass Summer Jam screen. Well, guess what? Memorial Day done passed. It's summertime. This is the Summer Jam screen. Let's talk about Burna Boy. Mr. Y'all ain't got a culture? Okay, well, you got an album that just flopped. Y'all remember, as we had all the 50-50s and the assisted stuff, you also had Burna Boy running around here saying how Afrobeats was taking over. Let's go back. Didn't I just tell y'all just a second ago? I said they've been trying to tell us that they are taking over. Remember, Afrobeats just a year ago, they was trying to replace FBA with Afrobeats. Kamala Harris, and by the way, all that hip hop 50 stuff, all that was out. First off, hip hop is not 50 years old, all right? Like we just said, hip hop may be, I don't know, 60,050 years old if you really want to go there. It ain't 50, all right? But Kamala Harris was embracing hip hop is 50. Joe Biden was saying hip hop is 50. Y'all remember when Joe Biden was talking about LL Cool J? He's like LLJK, LL65J. And he didn't know what he was saying. You ain't black. Y'all remember that, right? Joe Biden embraced hip hop is 50. Kamala Harris embraced it. Barack Obama embraced it. All the Democrats embraced it. Roland Martin embraced it. If the Democrats embraced hip hop is 50, isn't that basically telling you that hip hop is 50 is all about the ops? Ain't that an op creation? Always watch who promotes something. Always watch who pushes something. And then you can tell who's behind it. The very fact that hip hop is 50 was such a democratic thing, that lets you know that it was a con game thing. That's what that was. So we pushed hip hop is 50 out the way. But remember, Kamala Harris was talking about Afro beats. They were literally trying to take Afro beats and replace hip hop. So at the same time, when you had Fat Joe coming at us, you had Cologne coming at us, you had Busta Rhymes coming at us, Spike Lee was talking reckless. Over here on the side, you had Afro beats that was trying to erase us, and it didn't work too good. Afro beats, a year ago, they had it way up here. Now, when was the last time you heard anything Afro beats? That stuff came in, and I said last summer. I was talking about one-hit wonders will come out in May and be gone by July. Afro beats didn't make it through the winter. It didn't make it through the winter. Y'all remember when they tried to have Afro beats at the NBA All-Star Weekend, right? What ended up happening there, y'all? It had the lowest ratings ever. They said, don't y'all ever bring Afro beats back. I told you they ain't getting their returns. They invested millions of dollars in Busta Rhymes trying to erase our culture. They better go get a refund. They invested millions of dollars in Fat Joe trying to erase our culture. They better go get a refund and a taco. They tried to put billions of dollars in Afro beats erasing our culture, and they better go get a refund. So as that all went down, Burna Boy tried to run that game on us, and it's been real bad for Burna Boy. Watch some of these receipts on Burna Boy's career. Burna Boy references Malcolm X, Louis Farrakhan to support controversial African-American remarks. Remember, he said that Black Americans have no culture. Notice the common denominator. These people say that they created our history, and then they say we have no culture. This is how you tell and you identify who these people are. They make the claim about us not having a culture, and then they try to steal the same culture that they said doesn't exist. How can you steal something that doesn't exist? Yeah, I'll tell you what we can do, though. We can regulate and run your ass off the block, out the paint, and apparently out the country. That's how it started with Burna Boy.
About where
y'all remember this right here with Burna Boy? He started running around trying to tell us, let me tell you where you're really from. This was at the BET Awards. He was trying to tell us where we from in America. So you fled your homeland, you come to our homeland and try to tell us what we're doing.
Bit about where you're all really from. Yeah. Now, when I say una dead here, when I say you say we did. Una dead here? Una dead here? That means are you there? You are here. Thank you very much, Sham.
What the heck? What? When I say adete, when you say adete means I am here, you are there. No, adete, you are right here in America, because adete, you done fled to America, and the dete, we gonna run your ass back to your homeland because you are not like us, homeboy. Now watch this right here, adete. Promoters blame each other for Burna Boy flop. Whoa, wait a minute. Didn't we say earlier that Foundation of Black Americans have created a civil war in the diaspora based on us regulating all of them? So basically, all of these people try to put their hand in our pot, try to get a piece of the pie that we created. And then when we regulated all of them, they started pointing the finger at each other. So they went from trying to steal off our plate to pointing the finger at each other. They saying, you messed it up. No, you messed it up. I tried to take FBA culture and you got in the way. No, brother, I tried to take it and you got in the way. Nah, FBA, we done regulated all y'all. I don't give a damn what accent you got. I don't give a damn where you came from. We got the people in Jamaica. We got the people in Puerto Rico. Clearly, we heard Panama earlier. Nigeria, all of these different places are going at each other because they all were trying to steal from us. And we have defeated them to the point where they have no one left to blame except for themselves. Power to the people. Promoters blame each other for Burna Boy flop. Damn. Then we got to ask, what flopped, Burna Boy? Let's look what flopped. Burna Boy's I Told Them first week sales. Afrobeat superstar Burna Boy album flops. Only selling 21,000 copies. Family, you sold 21,000 copies when we're in the streaming era? The streaming era, and you couldn't even get 21,000 copies? Family, I know rappers personally who are selling more records than that, and they're literally making the music in their damn basement on a laptop. This man, once again, has been invested with literally billions of dollars. They flew him all the way over here, and he can't even get 22,000. Give me 25,000. I will listen. For the sake of the argument, I will take 22,000 records sold, and I will be happy with that. You can't even get that. You ain't lying. That album went wood. Yep, it was just certified plastic. It was certified plastic. That stuff don't win aluminum. You're supposed to go gold or platinum, not aluminum. That shit don't win Tupperware. All right, come on. How your album go Tupperware, Burner Boy? And what I told you before, will we ever name ourselves Boy? Burner Boy? So your name is Burner Boy. You come over here trying to tell us about our culture, and you put boy on your name? So I guess you used to getting called boy. Yeah, and the same people who were calling you boy gave that boy billions of dollars to replace us, and that album flipping, flopping all over the goddamn place. Mind you, that's your first week sales. Anybody who knows the record industry, every single week, particularly the second week, is reality time. And it gets cut in half to 50 to 60 to 70%. So that 21,000, the next week was probably around 8,000. So you probably went from 21,000 all the way down to about 11,000. So you went from going plastic to going dirt. That's what happens when you cosplay our culture. How y'all keep coming over here disrespecting us and want us to buy your music? I don't know who the hell you think you talking to. You better respect it because you can't check it. I ain't done. Right here. Burna Boy, I Told Him, sells 21K first week. Damn. Burna Boy, I Told Him, first week sales shocked social media users. Damn, they shocked. They out here saying, damn, Burna Boy, come on. I tell you what, you ain't recouping none of that money. None at all. But listen to the reviews. That's just the records I gave y'all. That's just the numbers that came back. That's the streaming. The reviews were terrible. They said, Burna Boy sounds creatively exhausted. He exhausted because cosplaying will exhaust you. Trying to be somebody you're not will exhaust you. It gets tiresome trying to carry that foundational Black American energy because you ain't strong enough. You keep trying to pick it up, but you keep dropping it. The only people who can carry this foundational Black American energy are foundational Black American brothers and sisters, because those same foundational Black American brothers and sisters carry the country. So when you try to pick up that FBA flag and you try to put on that FBA mask, be careful what you risk for, because you might not be strong enough. And then it went on. Check this one out. The New York Magazine. The Nigerian superstar's new album was supposed to be a victory lap, but he comes across as bitter and paranoid. We only got receipts. We only got receipts. That's all we got. This ain't what we said. This is what they saying. The man comes across bitter and paranoid. Damn, that's got to be a bad thing, man. It's hard out here. And then check this out. DeVito, Burna Boy and DeVito flop as the star singers lose all nominations at the 66th Grammy Awards. Can I translate for that? For all y'all, can I please, for all my beautiful translations that I'm going to create right here, let me tell y'all these beautiful translations that I got. What that really means is they pulled the plug on their investment to get y'all to be foundational Black Americans. That's what that's really about. Let's say it what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. What that really is that they done pulled the plug on them, and they said this investment of trying to get these people and Afrobeats to replace hip-hop, it ain't working. We ain't getting no money for this stuff, and we're done. When you see the dominant society pulling the plug on one of their cosplayers, what that really means is that they cannot invest in them no more because they don't trust them no more. It starts off with you getting that paycheck. You get that Tether paycheck, and they bring you in, and they say, we're going to give you all this money if you cosplay foundational Black Americans. And it sounds real good on the surface, y'all. And then when it don't work, next thing you know, they start running back. They say, get him off of the award show. Get him off of NBA All-Star Weekend. Get his album off the shelves. And eventually that turns into get him out of America. That's the end game for these people. They end up getting pushed out the country. Let me ask y'all this question. Don't that right there look just like the African version of Busta Rhymes getting his tour canceled? Let's go there with the receipts. Hold up. Wait a minute. That right there looks just like Busta Rhymes getting his tour canceled. Busta Rhymes gets his tour canceled. Burna Boy gets completely denied and pulled and canceled from the Grammys. One person gets his tour canceled. Then he gets a festival appearance canceled. The next person gets his Grammy nominations canceled. Do foundational Black Americans got the power? Are foundational Black Americans exceptional? Do foundational Black Americans run this? Are we the only ones on the block? Are we the king of the hill? Have they learned that when you come messing with us, you barking up the wrong tree? You dealing with some real OGs? Real talk? Did they not get canceled? We sat there and we watched. I told y'all, our victories don't look like everybody else because we ain't everybody else. We different. They get assistance and still lose. Let's go there. Every single person that we don't regulate it are people who are getting paid and they still lose. They're getting helping hands and they still lose. Nobody comes over here and they hanging out with Kamala Harris. They're getting all these tours sponsored. They're getting all of that treatment just on their own. Every cosplayer and every tether is well compensated. You come over here and you try to replace FBA, they give you money. You come over here, you cosplay FBA. You tell the world 50-50. Let's go there. The 50-50 hip-hop creation was a con game from the very start. All of these people saying that they co-created our culture, all of these people running around here saying that they assisted us, this wasn't no accident. This wasn't no coincidence. All the Democrats didn't get on board with that just because. This was a game plan. There was a playbook. They sat down years ago and they said, we got to get hip-hop away from them because hip-hop empowers them too much. Hip-hop is too reflective of Black American culture. You got hip-hop in the South. You got hip-hop in the East Coast. You got hip-hop in the Midwest. You got hip-hop on the West Coast. The whole world is moving like hip-hop. You got folks Memphis juking way in Japan. You got folks way in China looking like the Supremes. You got folks trying to rap like they from the South Side Chicago and they from the South Side of Uganda. Hip-hop is too powerful, especially in the delineation era. This is why, look, they not like us. Kendrick done came out and then dropped a song that done became an anthem. They don't like that. They don't like that. So they said, we got to get hip-hop away from them. Hip-hop empowers them too much because hip-hop is only a Black American culture, but it's from the streets. Hip-hop respects who we are. So they said, okay, let's go get all these different people. Let's break them off money. And as they try to break, I'm going to keep on preaching. Certified salute. Let's go. Yeah, all day, family. Black grassroots, man. All of us together. Y'all know. They try to bring all these different people in and they gave them millions of dollars, maybe even billions of dollars. Hip Hop is 50 has been a con game that we expose. That's why I give all y'all the credit. The credit is all y'all. It ain't nobody else's. The credit goes to you. You're the ones who said nobody's going to cosplay our culture. You're the ones when you're at your job and you hear some Jamaican trying to tell you, you know, we're the ones who created hip hop, brother. You shut that down. You shut it down at the workplace. You shut it down mainstream, privately, personally, publicly. It was y'all who did it. When you went to the barbershop and you see somebody trying to cut their hair like us, y'all was the ones calling them out. That's what happened. It was the black grassroots. It wasn't the mainstream. It was y'all. Y'all put that to rest. This is why these folks are running everywhere right now. This is why they don't know what's next. It's because the black grassroots has been out here doing all the G-checking. That's a beautiful thing. We done took it back. It was all of y'all who showed up at the premiere for Microphone Check all across this country. Nobody is helping us. These people get money to try to steal from foundational black Americans, and they still lose it. Foundational black Americans are literally putting it down. You got folks out here getting paid, and we beating them. You got folks out here getting subsidized, and we beating them. You got folks out here literally getting campaign contributions, and we beating all of them. What does that tell you? That tells you that we moving on a whole nother level, y'all, a completely different level. So it shows you, again, they can outspend us. They can't outwork us. The FBA generation is pushing reparations. Look at this right here, y'all. Look what they've been trying to push. This was all the plan. This was all the plan. Look at this right here. Did you know Jerry curls, sunglasses, and hip hop were created in Africa? Look at this. You don't get this unless some folks was sitting down. You don't get this unless folks was getting together. You don't get this unless some folks had this planned a long time ago. Now we know, simple fact, simple and plain, ain't none of that came from Africa. But that's what they was trying to sell us, y'all. And we put that to rest. We said, nice try, you better try again. Ain't happening. This is what we doing out here in these streets. They was trying to literally tell us that. See, here's the thing. You can't tell foundational black Americans about foundational black America. And this is why I love this era. The very fact, y'all, that we've been standing on business so strong and that we've been taking our identity, we've been taking our lineage, and we've been putting it up in the sky, that is a beautiful thing. That is powerful, beyond belief, beyond belief. That's what we've been doing so much. So since we doing that, they can't run no games. We simply just go ahead and start pulling out receipts. That's what it is. They lie, we pull out receipts. So now if you look, with Busta Rhymes, sponsors done pulled out on him. We making sponsors pull out on these people. These people are losing. I'm telling y'all, FBA, all we're doing is we're regulating, and they losing billions of dollars. Regulating, losing billions. They mad right now. Oh, they big mad. They gonna stay mad too. This is what we doing. We out here standing on lineage business. We out here regulating. You got grandmas and grandpas. You got aunts and uncles and cousins. Just regular FBA. Just regular FBA. We get up every day. We go to work. We get money. We're exceptional. We stay in our own lane. We take care of our own lineage. And we got billions of dollars going down the drain. We got sponsors pulling out. We got tours being canceled. We got folks hopping on planes and fleeing backwards. How you done fled backwards? I thought fled mean forward. They done fled to America. We done regulated, microphone checked them. Now they fleeing backwards to their homeland. That shows you the power of foundational black American culture. It shows y'all big time the type of time that we on. Look at this right here. This right here. The roots of rapping. This is what they were trying to do thousands of years ago in Africa. Griots were a village storytellers who played basic handmade instruments while they told stories of their family at local current events. This style of talking while music is playing is rap music as we know it in all forms. The griot is still a major form of communication in Africa to this day. Yep, and the colonizer said that it ain't. So checkmate. We done put an end to all of that. Listen, come on now. They trying to tell us that storytelling was that. What we done did on this episode right here, what we done did when it came to the black grassroots, oh, we done put an end to all that. That ain't nothing. That ain't standing on nothing. Ain't nobody buying any of that. That's what FBA does. And let me tell y'all something. Yeah, literally, fam. They really talking that talk. But let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this real quick. This is what, and this is who they're saying. Oh, we gonna go there. Oh, we going there. Oh, yeah, what I told you. It ain't an FBA roast unless we talking about some Tether hairlines or some Fleetman foreheads. Look at this right here. This is who co-created hip-hop. Busta Rhymes, Akon, the two people who talk bad about FBA, but they out here getting FBA makeovers. Y'all notice it's always the ones who talk down on us, but are out there trying to look like us. It's always the ones who say we ain't got a culture, but they always trying to steal our culture. Look at this right here. This is
every day
what we are talking about, y'all. These folks are literally trying to get foundational Black American culture. And they're doing it. See for yourself, see for yourself, see for yourself. This man is getting a damn wig on, and then on top of that, he's getting a fake beard. We don't do that. FBA, we don't go to none of these people's homelands and try to do their thing. This is what they do with us. They literally sitting down in seats, going to the barbershop. One more time. We get line ups. They get lines drawn on. The man literally has a cylinder, and he's writing cylinder like he's taking measurements. This is what you getting. And you mean to tell me that these are the people who created hip hop and they can't even create a hairline? Nah, partner, it don't work that way. If you can't create your own hairline, you ain't create hip hop. Never, not at all. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate. And since we talking about checkmate, oh, it's that time. Oh, it's that time. Oh, it's that time. Let me show y'all how when you get regulated and you get G-checked, y'all, you go into depression. You get real, real hurt. Desperation leads to a terrible case of all types of anxiety. Terrible case of all types of depression. This was the same person trying to tell foundational Black Americans about our culture, trying to tell foundational Black Americans what they created. But now I want y'all to see the mood change. Y'all know microphone check done changed some moods, right? Y'all know the same folks that was smiling, showing all their teeth about a week ago, they not doing the same thing right now. So I want y'all to see how foundational Black Americans done regulated to the point where we not only cancel tours and festivals, we not only got these folks running back to their homelands, we not only are the ones who've been doing all of the groundwork, we also got these folks breaking down, and desperation done kicked all the way in. Look at this, y'all. This right here was just a few months ago. Look at Dr. Cologne. Watch what he's saying, how he talking reckless. I'm going to show y'all the before and after. This was him before microphone check. And then I'm going to show you him after microphone check. Watch.
When I say a Black thing, we're referring to the foundational Black Americans. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff that they say, okay? Some of the stuff that they say.
First off, look how he's talking about they. They. I guarantee it turned into brother, 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 partner, partner. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use. Now, proceed.
You know, the leader of the group, Tariq Nasheed, lives in California, Los Angeles, LA. And, you know, in LA, there's a lot of tension between the Mexicans and the African Americans, or the foundational Black Americans. It seems to be a lot of tension there, okay? And, you know,
look at him trying to get his lies together. Wasn't that what Busta Rhymes was doing? They can't get their lies straight.
Because of that tension, my brother, you are African American. Stop the cap. You know who you are. Stop the cap. Okay? You come from Africa, bro. Stop tripping. You come from Africa. Stop tripping.
Look now how he was trying to tell us that we came from Africa. They was never concerned with telling us about Africa. They don't represent being from Africa. You go tell one of them that they from Africa and they black, they gonna be like, me no black, me no black, me no black. But they want to put that jacket on us though, right? Okay, the regulation comes.
All right, so here we go. Let's get it in. When we think about California and the tension that's there, people want to equate that tension and say it's the same tension in New York City. It's the same tension between the blacks and the Puerto Ricans in New York City. No, It is not the same tension. Did we have beefs? Yes. But let's get back to.
It's not the same tension. Did we have beefs? Yes. So basically it is. What he's trying to do is he's trying to separate the way his community views our community, right? And he's trying to do that so he could try to make himself the authority. We regulated that. Look at this one.
Is Black culture. Now, I want to restate again, like I stated yesterday. When we talk about, is it a Black thing? What I'm talking about is specifically, I'm specifically talking about the group known as the Foundational Black Americans. This is a lineage-based group.
No, it's a lineage. It ain't a group. We regulated that.
I am not talking about African Americans. I want to make that clear because it is the Foundational Black American, this group, that is saying that everybody else are immigrants, are guests in the house of hip hop.
Damn right. We regulated that too.
Okay, so let it be clear. The foundation is Caribbean, African American, and Latino, mainly New Yorkers, Cubans, definitely Panamanians, definitely Dominicans. Okay, but the majority in the beginning were mainly Puerto Ricans. Okay, when I say a Black thing, we're referring to the Foundational Black Americans. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff that they say. Okay, some of the stuff that they say. You know, the leader of the group, Tariq Nasheed, lives in California, Los Angeles, LA. And, you know, in LA, there's a lot of tension between the Mexicans and the African Americans, or the Foundational Black Americans. There seems to be a lot of tension there. Okay. And, you know, because of that tension, my brother, you are African American. Stop the cap. You know who you are. Stop the cap. Okay, you come from Africa, bro. Stop. Of course, we understand a borough is not a culture. We're talking about the people in the borough. We're talking about the people in the borough. And who was in the borough? Caribbeans, African Americans, and Latinos, mainly.
Okay, who's in America? Every race is in America. Does that mean that everybody is responsible for creating what the other group did? There's a good point. And it says just because somebody shares your area code, just because somebody shares the same zip code, does not mean they're the same. These people want to be next to us, and they think being next to us means that they are us. That's why we say they not like us. You can't come live next to a Black person and all of a sudden you're entitled to Black culture. You can't live across the street from Black people, then all of a sudden you're entitled to my house. It don't work that way. They want to always use the Bronx. They want to talk about the Bronx. They don't tell you that they didn't get along with the Black folks in the Bronx. And then it turns into New York. They don't tell you how they didn't get along with Black folks in New York. And then on top of that, how good did you get along with Black folks throughout the country? You don't want to go there.
Puerto Ricans. When you look at Harlem in its heyday, the people that were opening up stores and shops in Harlem were Caribbean people.
Hell no. The people who were opening up all that in Harlem were folks who were from the South. They were folks from this man literally is trying to take the Great Migration and he's trying to put a Caribbean tag on it. They weren't even in New York like that because they weren't in America like that. In Harlem, he's really talking about the Harlem Renaissance, and he's talking about that was the first really Black Mecca in the United States of America after we left. And that wasn't even that long ago. Those were Black Americans who left the South, and then they went to New York and they was building, they was working. If that's the case, and those were Caribbean people, then how come they don't have that same dominance and they weren't doing the things the FBA was doing? They weren't doing it. Half the time when you see people in Harlem, they were doing the same exact thing that brothers and sisters in Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina were doing. They were not doing anything from Jamaica. And then they talked about it as well in the movie, how when you see Jamaica and the Caribbean, they were getting our radio stations listening to us, so they had already knew how to cosplay. We weren't listening to them. How come it's always them doing our culture? It's never us doing their culture. If you want to know who the thief is the person with the other person's possession. We don't walk around with their possessions because we're not the one who's stealing. They walk around with our possessions because they are the ones who are thieves. I said it before. We build, they steal. Point blank, period. He's trying to put the Harlem Renaissance and the brothers and sisters who are from the South, who created the North. Let's make this crystal clear. Let's make this clear for everybody to know. Black Americans built the country. Black Americans not only built the South, when Black Americans went up north, they built the North. Yeah, the Industrial Revolution, that didn't start until well into the 1900s. It was Black people who migrated from the South after they built the South, and then they rebuilt the South after Reconstruction. Black Americans built the South twice, the original, then after the war. And then after that, they went up north and they built the North. All of those factories and everything that you see up north were built on the backs of foundational Black Americans. First off, because the other people weren't here. And second off, that's what we do. That's what we do. You ain't build your homeland, so you ain't build nothing in Harlem. You ain't build nothing in Brooklyn. You ain't build nothing in Queens. You ain't build nothing in the Bronx, okay? Foundational Black Americans, we built it all, the North and the South, and we built the West Coast. So what is left? Last time I checked, that's pretty much the whole country, partner. So he's trying to put that on his little lie, his cap. That's what he was trying to do. That's what he was saying then. Y'all see, right? Same way Busta was talking reckless. Busta was talking crazy. Busta saying, and it was built off the blacks of this. And notice too, fam, what I told y'all again. Notice how they'll start teaming up. Busta Rhymes tells a different story than Cologne. Fat Joe tells a different story than Busta Rhymes. This is something people are missing. Let's not get it twisted or tangled. These people are actually contradicting themselves, but they're not arguing with each other. What I said, all of these people from the diaspora try to say that they created hip hop. We've seen the African, we've seen the Puerto Rican, we've seen the Jamaican. They all say that they created hip hop. But yet, we're the ones who created hip hop, so why aren't they arguing with each other? How come Busta Rhymes and him ain't arguing? It shows you they lying. How you know they lying, family? It's because literally they're all trying to take claim for something, but at the same time, ain't nobody saying nothing to each other. They are all basically saying, let's go and try to get it from FBA, because that's how things start. These people, they team up together. They say, me and you together, we disagree, but what we're going to do is we're going to stop foundational Black Americans. After we both steal from FBA, then we'll battle it out to see who gets what FBA created. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. So you'll see the person from the Caribbean and you'll see the person from Africa. They'll sit there and they'll have a battle amongst themselves, but that's after they try to take from us. The problem is we done took it. That's what they try to do. We done took it and we done stood on business. That's what they don't like, and they're going to have to just deal with it because foundational Black Americans are moving on a particular time with a particular schedule. So you seen the energy right there, right? You seen the way that he was talking. He had all this energy talking reckless about foundational Black Americans. He was speaking, man, we did this. You capping, you this. Family, let me show y'all something that just came out today. Tell me if this man, you know how we say we go from 0 to 100 real quick? Tell me if he didn't go from 100 to negative 100 real quick. Soon as microphone check dropped, all of a sudden, all their energy dropped. When the documentary dropped, so did their energy. When the documentary dropped, so did they style. So did they lies. Now, all of a sudden, the same person who was running around here talking reckless on Thursday, by Tuesday, he waving the white flag. Watch this right here. This just came out today, y'all. Watch this man walking around and he acting like he just got his car stolen. He acting like he just lost his fortune. He acting like his wife left him. She probably did, because she's up in here probably saying, how come foundational Black Americans done roasted you? All them lies that you was telling got exposed, and now you got to deal with the truth. Watch this right here, y'all. Watch this right here. A defeated man.
What up, what up, what up? Just gonna hop on here real quick. I'm out for my walk, so I'm gonna hop out here and see who jumps on.
Where the energy at? He ain't talking. Whoa. What happened to all the talking? You know how we say somebody ain't talking no more? What happened to all that talk he was doing? Literally, what happened to all the talk? This man is walking. He ain't even making eye contact with the camera. It's one thing to not make eye contact with a person. He ain't making eye contact with the camera. He don't want to show his face. He don't want to look at the picture right there. Look at the picture. He do the capping. We do the rapping. Look at that picture right there. He's looking away from the camera. He don't want nobody to see his face. He was talking a minute ago about who started this, who started that, who was in Harlem, who started the shops. He was talking reckless. This right here is the after. I just gave you the before the documentary. Now I'm showing you the after the documentary. After the documentary, this is what you getting. A man who's defeated, a man who is down, a man who was broken, a man who was petrified, terrified, won't show his eyes because foundational Black America is done regulated.
Look away again. Memorial Day weekend, so we'll see. Maybe nobody will jump on. I'm not sure. People are out, you know.
Listen what he said. He said some people might not jump on because, you know, it's Memorial Day weekend. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody gonna jump on. First off, if they don't jump on, it's because you will nobody. But it really sounds like you don't want nobody to jump on. These are the receipts. I love being a foundational certified, y'all. This is what we do. I don't care who you throw at us. I don't care where they from. I don't care how much money you give them. The end result will always be that right there. A man who won't even look at the camera on his own live stream. This ain't somebody else's. He ain't a guest. He won't look at the camera on his own show. He's begging and wishing that don't nobody come in the room. Still ain't talking. Been on for a minute. He said 3 words. What happened to all the talk, partner? You ain't got none. That's what regulating does to you.
I'm out. As well, on my walk. It's more important that you hear me than see me, so I'm just going to be walking.
It's more important that you hear me than see me. Damn, it sounds like he just admitted to what Black Alpha said. Sound like Black Alpha said that he don't want to be seen, and he just said he don't want to be seen. All we do is give all the receipts, all the facts and the details. Let me do that one more time. Let me run that back. I'm going to say it one more time. Let's do the FBA certified replay. He does not want to be seen. Let's see what he says.
We'll see. Maybe nobody will jump on. I'm not sure. People are out, you know. So I'm out. As well, on my walk. It's more important that you hear me than see me, so.
More important that you hear me than see me. Okay, so translation. You don't want to be seen. Certified salute to you, East Side. I see you, family. Cleveland.
I'm just going to be walking and talking as we get in. Got 3 people in. Let me know who you are, where you're from.
He said he got 3 people in there.
Let me know who you are and where you are from.
Hey, they jumping off that ship. They jumping off that boat. It was all good just a week ago. He got 3 people in his live. He talking bad about FBA. And guess what? Microphone check came out. He done got exposed. And all the folks that was standing next to him don't want to be seen by him no more. He done had 100 people in his chat. Then that 100 went down to 50. 50 went down to 20. 20 went down to 12. 12 went down to 3. Now he ain't got nobody left in the chat except for him and Fat Joe's burner account. It's over with. You done got exposed, ran off the block, and you still ain't looking at the camera. Family, this video was from 7 hours ago. 7 hours ago. That was today. Y'all seen what he was like before the documentary and after. And it ain't the same.
Not going to be on long. Just going to chop it up a little bit.
He ain't going to be on long. So now he's telling you, I don't want to be seen. I only got 3 people in the chat. I'm defeated, exposed. I've been shown as someone who was lying and cosplaying. I got ran off the block. FBA, all they do is win. They won again. I have nothing else to say. And now, I told y'all he wasn't even showing his face. Look now. You don't even see his face no more. He's showing you the side of his head. That's what it is. And he still ain't talking. And why is he stalling? Get to the point, Cologne. You was trying to get to the point when you was capping. You was getting to the point when you was fronting. Get to the point now. Oh, I forgot you ain't got none. That's what happens. Defeated, broke down, shameful.
Of course, chat about the news. The news, of course, the movie, the film.
Quit fronting. I'm gonna chat about the news. You know damn well what you chatting about. Then he try to say the film at the beginning. Say it. Put your name on it. You know, the film, you know damn well. And look, by the way, no face again. No face again. Still ain't showing him. He ain't showed you his eyes. It's been over 2 minutes. He's still babbling. He walking. He don't know what's going on. He's stalling. Stall tactics. This is what happens when you come against FBA. You get embarrassed. That's what we do, man.
I haven't seen it, so it's not, but
you know you've seen it. Quit playing.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
It's been 2 minutes and you still ain't talking about it. And it's the title of the video. Don't put it in the title and not talk about it, Colognes. Now, let's skip past all of that because all he going to do is babble. I want y'all to see right here where he admits defeat. Watch this right here, y'all. Watch this.
Peace. It's going to be a great piece. And I think that's left out of the story many times is, as I always say, it's always this honorable mention type thing. And, it is what it is. But I decided to take action and to just get it in and to try and put something forth that would be able to hopefully explain in clear detail, some other aspects.
Is he copping, please? Is he copping, please? Is he trying to be friendly, diddly, windly? Is he trying to put out an olive branch? Is he trying to come back to the same foundational Black Americans that he was hating on? I was just trying to stand and tell the truth now because nobody wanted to listen, and I'm just here for my people now. We could all be friends. Is he trying to all lives matter? Because before, he was trying to all his people matter. And he didn't care about disrespecting the lineage. He didn't care about the foundational Black American family tree. He didn't care about all the brothers and sisters who put their life on the line to bring this culture to the forefront and did it through the worst conditions, the worst oppression, brutalization. He didn't care about none of that just a month ago. And now the sob story of, I just wanted to talk about it. Nah, don't talk about it, be about it. And we stay running the real game.
Of what Puerto Ricans primarily brought to the table of the culture of hip hop at its inception. I know there are people out there who are saying it's a wrap. It's a done deal.
There you go. He's acknowledging it. I thought he said he wasn't paying any attention. Listen what he said. He said, I know there's people out there saying it's a wrap. It's a done deal. No. They're not saying it. It happened because it is a wrap. And it is a done deal. And you knew as soon as the trailer dropped. And then you seen it when the movie dropped. And then you seen it when we all showed up across the country. You damn sure know it's a wrap. But it ain't just about us showing you. It's about the whole world knowing it. Can't run.
Primarily brought to the table of the culture of hip hop at its inception. I know there are people out there who are saying it's a wrap. It's a done deal. That documentary just came out and just blew you all out of the water. That's fine.
Damn right it did. Hey, and it didn't just blow you out the water. You had Fat Joe, Burna Boy, Busta Rhymes, and anybody else who wants some.
And I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about it.
Notice he said that he's not worried about it. He didn't say that it never happened. Listen what he just said, y'all. Let's go ahead and put our stamp on that. Signed, sealed, delivered. Watch it. He says, people are saying that the documentary blew you out the water. He said that everyone's saying it's a wrap. He's saying that everyone's saying it's over. Does he deny it or does he say he's not worried about it? Sounds like that's in the middle. So what we have right here, family, is we have Cologne admitting that it's over for him. We have Cologne admitting that it's a wrap. We have Cologne admitting that we, foundational Black Americans, created hip-hop. He never did. His people never did. And it's all about us. It's a crazy thing, family, when you can literally defeat somebody to the point where they admit it. We have, on document, the first and middle of a tether that they've been tethering. It's a hard thing because tethers will just run. They'll just hide. They'll be like, man, listen now. I got to admit it. I'm going to go back to my homeland. I got to admit it. I'm running. I got to admit it. I'm jumping back across that barbed wire fence. Right now, we have one to the point where Cologne literally just told you he did. He said, it's a wrap and I ain't worried about it. Not it's a wrap and they're lying. It's a wrap and I got something else to say. He's saying, nope, FBA's right. I lost. FBA all damn day. We knew it from the jump, though. All you had to do was ask. We would have told you.
You know, some other aspects of what Puerto Ricans primarily brought to the table of the culture of hip hop at its inception. You know, I know there are people out there who are saying it's a wrap. It's a done deal. That documentary just came out and just blew you all out of the water. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. That's one man's take on it. Great. I'm not worried about it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just saying I'm going to do what I'm going to do and tell our story in the best way that I know how. And then I leave the rest up to people who want to do the research, want to look further and dig further.
He waving the white flag. He got about 3 of them. He waving the white flag. He hurt. He shook.
You know, the one thing I say is you can't argue an experience. And everybody has a different experience. Forgive me, I'm not looking down. I'm just sort of walking and talking. If my face is this way, please just listen, you know.
Listen what he just said. He said, I'm sorry if my face is down. I'm not looking at the camera because I ain't got nothing to say. Did not we say that he looked defeated? Notice how every single thing that we say he's doing, he's saying it right back to you. The man sits there and tells you, I know I look down. I know I look defeated because he knows that we see it. The same way we knew that he was capping about hip hop. The same way we knew he was lying about the origins. The same way we knew that he was fronting about 50-50. Now he knows that we know that he's defeated and he's acknowledging it.
Want to do the research, want to look further and dig further. You know, the one thing I say is you can't argue an experience. And everybody has a different experience. Forgive me, I'm not looking down. I'm just sort of walking and talking. If my face is this way, please just listen, you know.
Translation, my face is this way because I'm hurt, I'm shook, I'm wobbling, and that's what taking an L looks like. That right there is what taking an L looks like. That right there is what losing looks like. That right there is exactly what foundational Black Americans do. Whenever you cross that line, you cross that lineage, that right there is what you get. Defeated, broke down, shameful, exposed, and foundational Black Americans have done the official microphone check. That's right there for you, Dr. Colonizer. FBA standing on business, certified all the time. Whenever somebody comes around our culture and they try to speak like they created our culture, microphone check. Anytime somebody comes around our lineage and they try to say they created our lineage, microphone check. Anytime someone puts a jacket on, a mask on, a costume on, and they try to pretend that what foundational Black Americans created from scratch really belongs to them, not only do they get the microphone check, they get the G check as well. And whenever we put all of that together, whenever we stand on business, that is exactly what you see. You see that right there, y'all. Then you might turn around and see that right there, y'all. And then when you see both of those, guarantee you're going to see that right there, y'all. The tears get to flowing when foundational Black Americans get to going. It's certified all the time, FBA all day. They better show respect or they're going to catch that microphone check. We in the house. Damn, y'all. We done had, we got 1.3 thousand, almost 1.4. We done regulated everybody. We done put down that work. We done took that same energy from over this weekend that we showed up all across the country. I'm talking about the South, the Midwest, the East Coast in the building, the West Coast in the building. We took all that energy. We brought it all the way to this episode. Tuesdays, y'all know how we do. Foundational Black Americans, Black Alpha Network. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Family, woo, hell of an episode. Hell of an episode. I'm telling you right now, man, we done put it down. Man, we done put it down. We took receipts, we took spoilers, and we stacked them on top of more. Y'all bring y'all receipts. Y'all did. I brought mine. Yes, indeed. We got the ones from Microphone Check, put them on it. And guess what happens, family? We done took these people to the point where they got nothing left. So let's recap. Busta Rhymes, tour canceled. Busta Rhymes ran to Jamaica. They don't want him. He got his festival canceled. Fat Joe, somewhere in the Middle East, giving out food. Fat Joe blocking all FBAs. And literally, we just seen Cologne admit that he lost. And we're going to admit what we've always known, and that is foundational Black Americans always win. You better fall back. Checkmate. Damn, y'all, I love y'all with a passion, man. I cannot wait to see the family in Washington, D.C. Y'all make sure y'all be ready to go. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe, y'all stay good, y'all stay vigilant. We're going to bring that heat. We're going to bring it all. And when I tell y'all it's going to be monumental, it's going to be every single thing that we bring on this program every single week, but it's also going to be everything that you bring in the Black grassroots every single day, every single hour, every single minute, every single second. Foundational Black Americans, we don't take no days off. We don't take no time off. Somebody gets out of line, we regulate. Somebody get out of line, we G-check, we just hold it down. That's all we know how to do is FBA, y'all. That's all we know how to do. What we know how to do, family, is be exceptional. What we know how to do is give them that checkmate. All we know how to do is be ourselves. We stay in our own lane. All we doing is out here standing on business. All we doing is standing out here putting in work. We ain't worrying about nobody. We ain't sweating nobody. Foundational Black Americans, we about our goddamn selves. We taking care of our own family tree. We ain't worried about a soul. So if people want to get in the middle of that and you feel that you got a problem with us, come on. If you feel you want some smoke with Foundational Black Americans, bring it on. If you feel that certified Black society is somebody that you're going to steal from, take from, run from, hide from, then you got another thing coming. And let this right here, all of those faces that we regulated, let that be your example that FBA don't play, and it's FBA all goddamn day. Certified salute to y'all. Can't wait to see y'all in DC, man. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. Make sure y'all get all that money and stand on business and let the whole damn world know that if it's ever FBA versus the world, we win. Knockout. Checkmate. Black Alpha Network, certified salute. Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always black. Peace and love. One love.
Kid, what y'all think? If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African